Welcome into the Collective Consciousness Show with Colin Reich. We've got my guests here, Mr. Andy or Andrew Rogers and Dom Armetta.
Thanks for
What's
having
up,
us,
guys?
man.
Yeah, great to have you. So what's the deal? You know what's going on in Andy's world?
I work at Comcast. It's ass. It really is. So basically, I started this new job. It's third party. So Comcast is here. Then there's my company. So we sell for Comcast.
Right.
Basically, to summarize things, we can get into it later. But they have lied about all the money I was supposed to get. So they guarantee you a $500 for the first 2 months, but it's prorated. So because I was only there half the month, I only get like $200 instead of the full $500. Basically, for the past few months, I've been making minimum wage and no commission.
So they're screwing you.
Yeah. And then yesterday, our district manager came in, and we just told her. We were like, listen, buddy, we're not going to stand for this. And she walked out crying. She really did. So now everybody's leaving. I'm about to be the last person in there by myself every day working.
So would you recommend like Verizon
Oh.
over Comcast now? Would you? Is that
I would
something you
just
do?
not recommend third party. Basically, all the money they're trying to give me, I make less than you guys now. I went from making more to making less.
What?
And I sell my ass off. And they tell you what you sell is what you make.
It's
It's not fucking true.
no.
I'm the lead salesman. I'm the lead salesman at the store. Swear to God, lead salesman.
You just got there.
Nothing. I have nothing. I make hourly money. Then they offer me overtime because there's not enough employees. So I'm working overtime every day, 82 hours. It's not even time and a half. It's just time. So all the overtime was not even time and a half. Which I could take that to court if I wanted to. But, you know, Dom, how's your life? How's
All right. Colin, we work together. Roadhouse. It's been pretty shitty lately. It's pretty cool. As we all know, our GM just, dipped on out of there. He said, I'm done with this. We're not going to get into why he left. I think we all know why. But the money, it's starting to pick up a little bit, I would say, like, as busy-wise. We're starting to actually, like, last Sunday, like, 90 orders. Like, it's getting pretty busy. But I only got 2 months left of this. I start serving. Life's going pretty good right now. It's a beautiful day outside. It's like 75 degrees.
What's life like for you outside of work?
Outside of work. Shit, that's hard because I'm working 6 days a week.
Because I don't know the Dom that doesn't go to work.
The Dom that doesn't work. If I'm not working, I'm either home playing Fall Guys, honestly, raging, or no, he didn't. Or I'm with him. We're drinking. We are. Don't recommend it.
So I want to understand, like, what's the philosophy of, like, drinking is fun? Like, let's just go get drunk. I've never
Because-
personally understood that.
So that's what I thought at first, right? I've always been a big athlete, like, I've always been strictly athlete. Like,
Yeah.
I've never looked into drinking, none of that.
Right.
Met Mr. Andrew Rogers over here, and met Mr. Andrew Rogers, and then one night we did it, and I was like, it was fun, like,
Yeah.
not being it was like being able to still control yourself, but like,
Right. We're good.
Alright. Being able to like control yourself, but like also at the same time not. I don't know. It's just like
Yeah.
it brings excitement to like my life. It's like, dang, it's something new. Like my whole life, I've been strictly just sports. Like, okay, it's
Yeah.
baseball, it's soccer, like nothing else in my life.
You're a different person.
Yeah, now it's like I've definitely changed a lot. Like now, I still care about baseball, whatever, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't care as much. I don't go out practice every day. Instead, I'm doing whatever.
Yeah.
So outside of work, it's either at home, or I'm usually doing something with friends.
I know Andy's got something to say, and I got a question.
So I don't know if it's the mic that in his hands that makes it sound like this. So drinking, he made it sound like a hobby. It is not a hobby for Dom. You made it sound like it's made you quit baseball. That's not the case. you practice
I'm going to
less.
practice
Yeah, but I
less.
don't
It's
want to go
like-
to practice.
like-
That's not the case. Basically, what it is like, all right, I have taken Dom under my wing as a papa bird, little baby bird, and I said, Dom, I don't care what the hell you do. Whatever you do, just don't do nicotine. I stand by that. Well, actually, but what's the first thing you did?
Right.
Nicotine. So obviously he's not listening to me, right? But when it comes to drinking, he had a good time. He's had his moments where he sat there, projectile vomited in front of everybody, and then just ran. And I said, okay, I'm gonna help him. That's fine. There's been times where he's lost control of certain functions of his body.
It's a learning experience.
It is, and the more you drink, I don't think it makes you mature. I think it just gives you like a new escape. Instead of he might have substituted a little bit of baseball practices
Yeah.
for drinking, because I mean when we go out, he's like, "We drinking?" He'll text me
Right.
before I even text
Right.
him. Like it's come to, he knows how to handle it now.
I'm not saying like, oh, drinking's a hobby. It should not be a hobby for somebody that's like terrible. Like,
Right.
I'm not saying like, oh, I'm an alcoholic. I drink 7 days of the week. No, I'm not saying it also replaces practice. I'm just saying like, obviously when it's like school baseball, I go to practice every day,
Right.
go to every game. I'm saying like when I was younger, like it was like 7 days a week. It was baseball, soccer, like every single
Right.
day. Eventually, I quit soccer because I was playing both, playing like club, and I was like, I can't do both of these. I don't have time.
Right.
So I chose baseball over soccer. So I was still out, like I was having practice like outside of school and inside of school, or like for school too. This is freshman year, and I couldn't do it anymore. I was like, I'm done playing outside of school baseball. Let's just stick with school baseball. We're done. So I quit. I just quit travel baseball. I was like, I'm done, whatever. So this is before I even started, drinking, whatever. So I'm not saying like, oh, drinking like replace baseball completely. No, that's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's what I do in my free time pretty much now. I don't go and play. Like I still go. Like my friends ask me to go up to the field and hit. I'm like, yeah, sure, let's go. But that's like in the middle of the day. I'm talking like at night. At night, it's a different story. It's a different dom.
So it's either like drinking or baseball or like playing video games.
I don't even play video games like that anymore. I literally only play video games if my friends ask me to. I won't hop.
Yeah, you just said Fall Guys.
Yeah, I know. No, I'm saying. No, I'm saying no, because they'll ask me. They'll be like, "Yo, you want to play Fall Guys?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, I'll hop on." But like, I don't get on my PlayStation. I'm like, I'm gonna play video games by myself. If I'm not playing a video, if they don't ask me to get on, I watch Netflix, YouTube. I watch something.
So it's basically like wake up, go to work, maybe go to practice. Like if you have practice that day, if you don't, you're chilling. But at night, you're drinking.
Pretty much, yeah. It's weekend. That'd be like a weekend type of day, like a Friday, a Saturday, a Sunday.
Yeah.
Like middle of the week, like Monday, Tuesday. Like I'm not
But middle of the
drinking.
week, like it's summer now. Like you got.
No,
time.
yeah, we definitely have. But
You
I'm
don't have
saying.
school the next day,
But
so
I'm
you
still
can,
in school, so like during the school year, I'm not out on a Wednesday night with school on Thursday.
Yeah, but like during the summer.
down in a couple smear, I'm not. No.
I would just like to add that since Dom has drank, it has gotten him some some I'm not gonna name names, but I think it makes you transparent. So therefore
Do you
he.
think that women ultimately are more attracted to men who just like go out and party and shit, or men who are like dedicated and have goals and have passions?
Fuck no. I think, well, first off, dedicated passions and then partying, it's very different, because you could do a little, you can dabble in both.
Right.
But life wise, if that's all you're doing, it just got weirdly dark. But life wise, if that's all you're doing, I think ambition and goals, obviously. I mean,
Yeah.
who wants somebody, But yeah, I think when you're drunk, you become loose, more transparent. Your toxic masculinity talk.
Right.
You're talking about open about your feelings, and when they say drunk words are sober thoughts, when you're drunk, you're more likely to give away your emotions, your feelings,
Right.
and ideas. And I think that just goes hand in hand with you being able to open up and talk to people. That's why I think getting
Yeah.
drunk is also a big thing, or like just drinking in general.
Do you think
It's
you can
something that-
achieve those like
Yeah.
mindsets without?
It's like people in cocaine think they can fly, and they jump off, and granted they die,
Right.
but you have that mindset of being able to do a little more.
Right.
So I think that's where yeah, that happens. I think so. That's why I think Dom gets pussy now. I think Dom gets more pussy since he's been drinking because he's had a drink in his hands and he's let go of these boundaries, these walls. Now he's tongue twisting fighting women, you know, every other weekend. It's yeah. No, go ahead. Talk about it.
I think if you can separate the two, like having goals, passion,
Yeah.
wanting to go to college, and then also partying, drinking,
Yeah.
I think that's for like a female is more attractive than like being able to just have one or just the other.
Right.
Obviously, some females think like drinking, smoking, all that stuff's unattractive. And then there's also like your very few select females that think, oh, you have passion, oh, you're retarded, oh, you
Right.
like you.
Yeah.
Why do you?
Good word there, buddy.
Why do you? Your goals aren't achievable. This and that, whatever. But I've been like, but I still am able to do that. Like, I still go to school, get good grades. I'm still going to college, like, but I think I agree with him that like drinking. Honestly, I've always like held in my emotions.
Yeah.
He knows a lot more about me now that I started drinking than he did when we first met.
Yeah.
A lot more. Yeah, I actually did.
Yeah. When you're like
That actually-
laying
no.
your own feces, bro.
No,
you
that
just, like,
no,
You
no,
learn
no.
something about somebody.
Colin, that actually did happen. Listen.
That's so
This is the
sad.
first time everybody's gonna know about this. So,
Let's hear this story.
So-
Go on.
so we drank one night. We're spending the night at a girl's house, and I'm sleeping in her little brother's bedroom.
Do you
They're 7 or 8 years old.
do you know this girl? How old do you
Yeah,
know this girl?
we know her.
Okay.
It's Bella.
Okay. All right.
We'll
Yeah.
say her name.
As long
And
as you're not
so
saying,
no,
like,
yeah,
anything bad about people, I don't care.
no. So I wake up like 7 o'clock. I fall back asleep. Colin, I'm having a dream, and in the dream I'm taking a piss. Well, I wake up and I'm taking a piss, literally. And I was like, what the fuck? And I hop up. So I take off I'm being like, doing what you're supposed to. I take off the sheets.
Right.
I go down. Bella's sleeping downstairs. She ain't sleeping in her room. She's sleeping downstairs on the couch. I go downstairs and I'm like, Bella, I spilled water on the comforter and stuff. I was like, you want me to throw them in the washer? She's like, nah, I got it. I'm like, nah, seriously, I'll do it. She's like, yeah, it's upstairs. I'm like, okay. Well, I can't live with myself. So I go back downstairs. I'm like, Ashley, Bella, I pissed on your little brother's bed.
Oh my god.
And so now it's been like a joke. So we're playing Cards Against Humanity the other night, or some drinking game,
Yeah.
and it goes, if you've pissed yourself as an adult, please drink. And him and Taylor both look at me, and we just start geeking, and everybody's like, why are you all geeking? And I take a drink, and everybody's like, there's no fucking way. There's no way.
Bro, that's gotta be so embarrassing.
Yeah, you would think so. But
Honestly, like Dom said, I could not live with myself, like knowing that I pissed my friend's little brother's bed,
right. But there's already been piss stains before, so it's like
and it's like,
Andy has some stories.
it's like staying in a shirt that's already been stained. Like, what are you really doing to it? You know.
kid probably has like stains on his mattress.
That's what I'm saying.
Things just like,
But that could be
probably,
him.
like found like underwear like under his bed or something weird. Like,
Yeah, a lot of
kid-
people sleep in that bed. Yeah. Listen. Anyways.
clothes?
Anyways.
Is this kid being like,
No.
what's happening?
I would just like to say that from my perspective at least, I'm sleeping in a bed and I wake up at 7 a.m. I don't like to wake up early. I'm not there.
Yeah.
I'm not a morning person. And Don wakes me up and he goes, "Yo, how do you do the laundry?" And I said, "What?" He goes, "How do you wash sheets?" And I was like, "Well, what do you?" No, he asked how to start it. Sorry.
I don't use Tide Pods. I use like laundry.
He doesn't use Tide Pods. So.
Right.
I didn't know if you just threw it in or if you put it in like a little slot.
So I'm like, oh, why do you need to wash? What are you washing? Like, it's 7 a.m. And he was like, oh, I spilled some water. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I tell him and I go back to sleep. And then I think to myself, who the is washing sheets that have been in water, right? So I go back down and he's like, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I pissed myself. I pissed in the
How
bed.
many times do you have like a counter of how many times Dom has pissed himself?
I
Once. That one time.
that we know of. I think there's definitely been a second time he might have laughed too hard and had a little trickle effect.
Oh yeah, no, everybody's had that one time where
Nah.
You got a loose bladder, buddy. You got a loose bladder. Go ahead.
It's definitely the only time. Trust me, I know. If I actually did do it, he would know. If I would dead ass tell him. There has been times I've been close to pissing myself, like hanging out with like all of our friends.
Yeah.
Cause like the stories he tells, it's like that shit's not real.
Right.
Like some of the shit he said, it's literally you're like, there's no way it's fucking real. I'm like, and then I literally like that exaggerate. Oh, I'm pissing myself. There's been a few times where I've been like close. I'm like, shit, I gotta piss now, cause it's like if I don't, I'm gonna fucking piss myself.
Right.
And I'm like, I can't do this. Like,
so I have one question. Do you like, what are the ways? Obviously, we touched on like, it's changed you for the better, and that you've been able to open up with your emotions and everything. How has it changed you like in a negative way, or have you not really?
less motivation.
Less motivation. Yeah.
I started drinking before I started going to the gym. He asked me, he's like, yo, sign up for this gym, whatever. I was like, all right, cool, I'll sign up. So I signed up. We're going for like 2 months. I signed up like March, April, and so we're doing it for like 2 months. Summer hits, so summer break starts, school ends. That's when like all of it actually. That's when that's when we really started to like drink. Like it was like almost 3-4 days a week, and that's when I started to like lose motivation for the gym. So we go down to Ocean City for like senior week or whatever. We come back, and I didn't go to the gym for like 3 weeks. And I was like, dude, and like still to this day, like I've gone like the past like out of the last 4 days, I went 3 days, but still like it's still happening. Like I just have no motivation to like get up and like, oh, I'm gonna go to the gym. Like it's just I have none at all.
Yeah.
I can't seem, and it's even like with working a lot too. It's like I get home from work and it's like, dang, I gotta go to the gym, but it's like already like 8:30, 9 o'clock, and I'm like.
Right, and you're
Nah.
just working all day.
Yeah, I'm like,
you know?
nah, I'm good. I'll stay home and sleep.
Right.
Like, I love sleeping. Like, I'll sleep. Like, I'll go to bed at like 11 o'clock and wake up at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, get ready, go to work. I literally lay in bed until, like on weekdays, I lay in bed until I have work. I don't get up.
I see, like, personally, I couldn't do that. That just, like, ruins, like.
Like, I get those, like,
day.
weird, like, the only motivation I get is, like, at like 3 o'clock in the morning when I'm, like, looking at my room and I'm like, I want to clean my room. Right. And so at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'll like be like sneaking around in the living room, grabbing the broom and the dustpan to sweep my room, and grabbing like the Windex to spray off my like windows and stuff. And I'm like, that's the only motivation I'll get. When it's like 5 o'clock in the middle of the day, all I can think about is I want to lay in bed, or, you know, do something. I just don't like want to go to the gym.
You gotta conquer your inner bitch. You gotta be like, you just gotta,
that's facts.
You just gotta grab it by the throat and be like, I'm not fucking with you today. We're going to the gym, or we're fucking doing this or doing that, or I'm not gonna lay in bed.
Well, let's get one thing straight. He asked me to start going to the gym. For I would say the past 20 times I've went, he's came with me about twice. Every time I ask him, I'm like, yo, you want to hoop? You want to go to the gym? Nah, I'm cleaning my room. I'm like, mind you, Colin, it's like 7:30. And I'm like, yeah, yo, you want to go to the gym? He's like, nah, I'm cleaning my room. I'm like, you can't go to the gym for an hour and then come back home and clean your room? Right. It's like, nah. I'm like, huh?
Yeah. Explain yourself.
Yeah. So, I honestly, most of the times I am cleaning my room and shit.
Is that dirty that often?
No, me and my parents aren't on good terms recently. So the situation at home is like, you do what we say when we say it, or else you're out. Because I'm not home a lot. I'm rarely home. Right. I think having time to yourself is very important. Yeah. The only time I have to myself is when I get home.
And especially if you don't like the environment you're living in, you're gonna be less likely to go spend.
Right. It's not that I don't like the environment. Granted, my parents, you know, they did a lot for me, appreciative and all that. Yeah. But it's like they don't there's a disconnect between being 55 and 20. Yeah. Right. And my sister, she basically lives at her boyfriend's house. Right. So if I go out all the time, you would think, oh, I'm just doing what my sister did, but it's different.
Yeah.
You know, I'm the youngest, and they rely on me to do everything else around the house when they can't.
You're the only other one.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm basically the only one at home. So if they say clean my room, I'm cleaning the fucking room. Because I'm not trying to, like, have that whole debacle and get... Yeah. And this motherfucker be like, oh, you're not cleaning your room. I'll send him a picture. Be like, bitch, I'm cleaning my room. Like, what are you talking about?
It takes 30 minutes.
It don't. You got Windex, you got to clean the bathroom. Then they're like, oh, you trying to mow the lawn, yeah?
You're never home.
Because I'm never home. So I got a list of things to do as well on top of the, what it is. And I haven't gone to the gym a lot because I've just been busy. I mean, I wake up in the morning, go to work, full-time job, 8 hours, right? Then I got a DoorDash because I haven't been getting the money I've been promised. So I haven't even been able to keep the lights on at home for myself with my paycheck. So I got to go out from my job full-time, go in DoorDash, and then on the days I am off work, I got other jobs to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and then I got to go hang out with, my girlfriend because, you got to do that. That's just like a mandatory thing.
Right.
You have to. And then it's like, all right, my alone time, do I want to, like, sit there and learn for myself or do I want to go to the gym? And sometimes I'll go. It's a rare occasion, but I'll go. But granted, y'all remember when I was going every day doing my thing. So I've had my moments in the gym. I have.
What are you down, like 100 pounds?
Yeah, not like 90 pounds. So I have.
Great. That's awesome.
Thank you. But I have that thing where it's like I shouldn't skip, but I'm allowed to. I've achieved what I needed to achieve, so I'm good. I'm good with missing a few weeks. That's fine by me because I know what I can do when I put in the work.
Right.
And therefore, I don't give a flying fuck that I don't go to the gym with you. You can go by yourself. I liked going by myself. It was better for me. I learned more, took more time. I wasn't distracted as easily. So, I mean, yeah, it's easier.
Nah, I can't go by myself. I get distracted easier when I'm by myself. I don't know. I feel like it's so weird. Like when I go to the gym with somebody, I feel like I stay more focused. Plus, I haven't been going for that long, so I'm still learning how to like cleanly do reps, like how to correctly do shit.
Yeah.
And so like I'm now I'm like at the point where I know how to do majority of the things. I've been going for almost 5 months now. And I'm still learning. I'm still learning like new shit, like new workouts for like. You're always learning new stuff.
Yeah.
So, but like I mean, it's not like he's the only person I can go with. Like we know multiple people that go to that gym. It's just like I go like late at night when other people probably already went throughout the day, and then I don't know. He's like one of the only people I actually enjoy going to the gym. So like I still go by myself. It's not like if he's texting me, no, I don't go to the gym. Like I still go.
Yeah.
But like.
I have a question for
So you don't like going to the gym with like JD? You don't. That's not something.
JD.
You're into? That's not something.
I actually do like. It's not bad. Like he actually surprisingly doesn't piss me off.
I've just heard
But-
you guys like.
but-
talking, like.
But he's like, but I will say this. I think JD tries to put up more weight than he can handle. Like we were in there the other night,
Yeah.
and he was doing an incline bench press with dumbbells. So dumbbell bench press.
Yeah.
And so he's trying to, what was it, like 75, 80 pounds.
Yeah.
Like he's trying to do that, and I'm like, and there's this old guy standing next to us, and he's looking at him with his mouth open, like he's like, because he knew he couldn't, like he knew, and he's like, Jay's like sitting there, he's not even like, you're supposed to bring your arm all the way down and push up.
Right, and it's supposed to be straight.
Yeah, and he's like
yeah.
this, and I was like, what are you doing? So we walk out, and he's like, there's no way he put on 30 pounds in the time that I was gone, because they were at the same weight. He was like,
Right.
there's no way he put on 35
You could do
pounds.
less weight and more reps, and it's like you'll get the same result as if you did like
Yeah.
a shit ton more weight.
And that's how a lot of those physique guys do it. Like the
Right.
ones that are ripped and shit, they're
Yeah.
not even strong as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. It's those big guys that they look big, flabby. Those are the ones that are actually putting up the most weight. Them ripped guys, they're doing low weight, high sets. So I mean, granted, JD has done very well. He's put on a lot of muscle.
Yeah.
I'm proud of the guy for that. But when I'm saying like when you're doing 35 like 2 months ago and now you're doing 70, unless he's been on his fucking grind, I think it's highly impossible. And yeah, but he asked me for a spot, and a spot I'm not supposed to pick the weight. I don't know if it does that.
It keeps going, but I gotta.
I don't know if, when you're giving somebody a spot, what you do is you make sure they don't hurt themselves, basically.
Right.
But I'm not going to push the weight up for you. You want me to hold his arms and push up? I'm not doing that, yo.
No.
Do it for yourself. Because I knew for damn sure he wasn't putting up 70. And he just started wobbling. And it just wasn't it wasn't a good look. And the old guy was sitting there
Yeah.
flustered and shit. Everybody was sitting there like, what is going on? This kid's going to break something.
The last thing you want to do is embarrass yourself.
Not even that. You're always going to embarrass yourself no matter what you do. You could hit a mean squat and accidentally shit your pants. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Uh,
Has that happened?
I fell. The bar fell,
Yeah.
I had the incorrect position. I put the bar like too low, and the bar slipped back, and I fell backwards.
When I first benched, my guy was like, "Here, put these weights on. You got it." I picked it up, just fell on me, and I'm just laying there. And I've done it while I was by myself too,
Yeah.
in front of people, fucking struggling to get up. You know, like it happens. It happens.
Right.
But don't put it where you're gonna actually really injure yourself, because when he does that, it's like right in front of his face.
Right.
Imagine those 140 pounds of metal
Right.
hit you in the fucking head. You're gonna be sick, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna be upset about that. So I just, especially if you're by yourself, take your time, bro. Like
Yeah.
really, really think about what you're gonna do, and if you do this, is it worth it?
And if
You
you
know,
do too much weight, you'll end up like spraining something or like.
right? Tearing some shit.
Right.
Right, and nobody wants to do that. But my question to you is, because I heard you talking about it on the last podcast, or with your brother, you said that construction jobs make you feel manly and tough.
I did.
Yeah, you did.
I said it make like.
I researched. You liked doing your deck. Yeah,
me
yeah.
and my dad, my grandfather, we like.
And you said you liked it. You liked it a lot because construction and manual labor makes you feel tough.
Like in a way, I think like construction is like typically a masculine.
Right. So do you go to the gym?
Do I go to the gym? No, but I do workouts like on my own.
But would you go to the gym?
Would I go to the gym? Yeah.
So what's stopping you?
Because I do workouts here at my house and I don't have to like pay for it or like.
Yeah, I guess. You own free
I'm
weights?
driving there.
You own free weights and all that?
I mostly do body weight stuff, but I have a bench press.
Okay. Oh,
Bench
this man's probably yoked. Yeah, he's probably got like boobs, but like nice ones, rock solid ones.
A bench press and some dumbbells.
Yeah, I mean you can get anything done at home.
And get like
Yeah.
a little rope tie, and then you can do like pull down.
Yeah, and sometimes I'll like go on runs and shit, and I got like a heavy bag and stuff.
Running's the best for you. And they said I think if you could do 35 push-ups in a day, you have like a 70% less chance of having a heart attack.
I can do like 50 to 60 push-ups in a row now.
Yeah, it's like 35 in a row, and you're like basically never gonna have a heart attack. Or like you're like 90% something. You're not gonna have a heart attack.
Bar and shit, so like
You're not gonna die from heart failure.
no, I'm still like doing shit.
That's my guy. Healthy as a bull.
Yeah,
Alright, Colin.
yeah.
I have the same thing pretty much. I was watching your podcast when it came out with Asher and Quentin, right?
Yeah.
And I saw and there was one topic in there that really stood out to me that you were very passionate about.
What was it?
It was about COVID and the mask and. So I got just one simple question for you.
What is it?
Is it real or is it fake? Is COVID a real problem or is it something?
No, I think it's a problem, but I think the problem is different than like it's a disease. Like I think it's been politicized more than it should be. It should be dealt with as a health problem.
I agree.
So
I think COVID is just another flu.
right, no, that's what I think. I don't think it's that serious.
So one of my friends, he just got COVID like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And he told me he was like, it wasn't even as bad as a flu. Like all he got was like a headache or runny nose.
Yeah.
And he was a little like congested. Like
Right.
it literally, but it's like you're taking 2 weeks off because you have a headache and a runny nose.
Right.
I get like maybe 1 or 2 days, but like people that like need to work 2 weeks and they don't get like off, like get paid while they're sick, like stay
Right.
pick. Like it's like I don't know. I think it's a very over exaggerated now that we know how to like kind of contain. I'm not saying fully contain it, but we know like there's vaccines and all that different types of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, we know how to kind of keep it like here. It's not like everywhere. Like mind you, I know it was bad at first. Like what, over 1 million people died in the U.S. something like that. And that was literally what do you think happened when the flu first broke out?
Right.
Like now the flu is just a
And a lot of the
sickness
people
that
that were
we get
getting it were
common
like
cold.
old people or people
That's
that had
exactly
like,
what I was.
right.
A lot of people that died from it were people that were already sick.
right.
or
Pre-existing
older people.
conditions, Yeah.
A lot. I think the percentage of people like 20 and younger, or like 30 and younger.
Yeah.
It was like under. It
nobody
was like
our age was getting it.
it was like under. Not even.
Yeah.
I'm saying, but like people who died.
Yeah.
It was like people for 30 and under. It was like under like 15% of like
Right.
the death toll was like 35 and over.
Right.
COVID's fake as fuck. Let me explain why. Okay.
I'm not gonna hate on you for that opinion.
You might get canceled. You might get canceled about what I say in like 5 minutes. But basically, they said there's underlying factors. when COVID came out, I was classified by the doctors as morbidly obese. Okay, I have asthma.
Yep.
And I smoke. Those were the 3 underlying factors, or the overlying, whatever the word for it is. Those were the factors. I got COVID, didn't even know. So we went to a Pitbull concert, and when you went to concerts, I think you still have to get you have to get a test,
Right.
and it's gonna say if you're positive or negative, right?
Right.
Got the test, rapid test, came back negative, and then from Pitbull we went to Ocean City, driving down, got a car full of people, got the boys with me. I keep getting these spam calls. And I was like, yeah, it'd be funny as fuck to answer a spam call, right? So I answer the spam call, and it's on speaker in front of the whole car. And it's some lady, and she goes, is this Andrew Rogers? And she seemed fucking flustered. So I was like, you know what? Yeah, this is me. What's up? Like, yeah, this is him. And she was like, we've been trying to contact you for the past few days. You haven't been answering. I'm like, okay, what's up? Like, what's wrong? I no idea. They didn't say who they were. They go, you have COVID. What? Like, I had no symptoms, nothing. And she was like, I was like, but I came back negative. They're like, yeah, but your actual test came back positive. Your rapid test came back negative. You have COVID.
Right. Well, that shit doesn't make any sense because how are you gonna say you have a virus but you don't have any symptoms? You're not. No. If you're not sick,
right.
You're not sick.
And there can't be that so many asymptomatic people. I don't believe that.
That's not.
So I look in the car. I take a poll. I look at all the faces. They're all like astonished that I have this COVID. Right. But granted, we've been in the car for 2.5 hours. In a confined car with air conditioning blowing, fucking my germs everywhere. You're swallowing my viruses. Yeah. And I'm like, well, I was like, okay, thank you. And she was like, quarantine for 10 days. I hang up the phone. I'm like, what do you guys want to do? This is, you've already got it probably. You're all fucked. So we can either go to the beach and enjoy ourselves with COVID pumping through us, or we can go back home. We've already paid for this hotel. We might as well go. I know I shouldn't have hung out with all these people, but we did. Go to the beach. We probably hung out with 30 different people down there. Yeah. In houses, confined spaces, and I'm not gonna say who because these people are probably like, "Fuck that guy." That guy's, I'm an asshole for that. Yeah. But I'm really not. I'm really not because with my, I do whatever the fuck I want. If I'm really positive and I really am, that I'm fine. I know my body better than anybody else does, and that goes for all you guys. Right. And we hung out, and when I say that we got back home, everybody went back home. I knew all 30 people. No one got COVID. Not a single person got COVID. Even the people I was in the car with never got it. But I'm a hypochondriac. So then when I got there, I'm sitting there like, fuck, maybe my lungs feel weird. I got a headache, But you can make yourself feel anything when you believe it enough. Exactly. And they were all like, you're fine. And I was. No symptoms after that. After they were like, dude, you're tweaking out, So, yeah, COVID's bullshit. You heard it here first. I stand by that. Boo. There you go.
That's one thing I really agree with. So how you like what you just said, like how can you have a virus, no symptoms? Like it doesn't make sense. Yeah. That's what. So I've never had COVID, or then my friends are like, or so you know of, like you could have had it, just had no symptoms. I'm like how does that work? Yeah. How do I get a deadly virus that the government puts out to be the deadliest virus we've ever seen? It was a pandemic, blah blah blah. Right. And I was like one of the some people that. Oh, I didn't get anything. I didn't get a headache. I didn't get nothing. Special. Yeah, I guess I'm a fucking superhero. Right. I don't get sick. I was like mind you, I get sick it's very very rare. Yeah. I got sick a lot as when I was younger. Yeah. So now it's just my fucking immune system eats everything. Right. It's
as your immune system built.
I haven't been had some type of virus or anything, some like strep throat or something since I was 11. Yeah. I've had a slight fever here and there, but I haven't been sick since I was since 6th grade. I'm a senior, so 6th grade. So it's been 6 years since I've really been sick. Right. And so I'm just and I felt symptoms. I felt my throat hurt. I was hot as fuck. I was headache head was pounding. I had a migraine. So it just doesn't make sense to me how I can have a deadly virus, or what the government says is a deadly virus that's killing millions and millions of people, right? And I don't feel a simple headache.
Yeah, it's not.
So to me, I've never had COVID. I stand by that.
If you're not sick,
I've taken a couple tests here and there. My mom's got it, so I've taken tests and still never got it. There was at one point in my house, my mom, my stepdad, my sister, and my stepsister all had COVID, and I never got it. mind you, we weren't quarantining in rooms. Like we were all walking around the house.
Yeah.
I still went to work. I still came back home. Never had it. I was taking tests every like couple days to make sure I didn't go to work with it, and then get like everybody at work sick, and then I had to shut down the damn restaurant.
Right. No.
Yeah. You never had it.
I've never had to take a test either.
Well,
I don't know. I've just never like been in a position where I've had to take a test.
get this shit. So for high school, you probably had to do it too. Did you guys have to take to play baseball? You either had to have the vaccine or you had to take 2 daily tests like a week. So you had to take one on Tuesday, one on Thursday.
No, because I never had to take a test and I'm not vaccinated.
Oh, so that's bullshit. So Baltimore County's like hoeing us. So I was.
But my school is like right across the street.
Yeah, I know that's crazy. But anyways, so sports, it was only for winter, and so really it was only for winter. So get this. So our athletic director, whatever you want to call him, comes up and he's like, spring sport athletes, you either need to have the vaccine and proof of both shots, or you have to take a week two daily tests.
Yeah.
So one on Tuesday and one on Thursday to play like a spring sport. And I was like, fuck that. I'm not taking 2 tests a week. And I was like, no, I'm just going to get the vaccine, right? I was all against it, but I did not want to keep taking tests. I did not want to keep getting a fucking Q-tip shoved up my nose. I was
and
like,
I think that was a lot of people. They were like, either keep taking tests or get vaccinated. You know?
Yeah, I was like, I'm not getting a Q-tip shoved up my nose and down my throat like every 2 days. I'm good.
Yeah.
So I go get the vaccine. 2 weeks later, comes out, you no longer have to get the daily test or need the vaccine to play spring sports.
That's wild.
I was like, you're fucking kidding me. I've been against this vaccine. My mom hates it. Everybody in my family hates it.
Yeah.
My mom was forced to get it because of her job, and my stepdad was forced to get it because of his job. But they didn't want it. It was just like if they want to keep a roof over our heads, they're like, damn, we gotta get this vaccine, which I think is dumb. How can you force people to put something in your body?
Oh yeah. Why do you think there was such a push to get everybody vaccinated?
It's a big thing going on with like
We've been chipped. That's what it is.
it's like a big thing with like sports players too. If you realize, there's sports players who sat out. Especially the NFL's not that big because I'm pretty sure the NFL you don't need to be vaccinated. You just have to take tests. But in the NBA, you have to be vaccinated to play.
Playing home games. Only home
Kyrie Irving. Kyrie was only playing home games. No, he couldn't play home games. He was only playing away games because New York was the only state. I'm 90% sure New York was one of the only states you had to be vaccinated to play a sport, a professional sport. Why?
But
the dude's getting paid millions.
This. The road teams coming in didn't have to be vaccinated.
Yeah, so he can go out, play a road game.
Right, so if the Rockets
potentially catch COVID,
down,
but then he could come sit courtside next to his teammates but not play.
Right.
Yeah. I was like,
shit makes no sense.
How does that make sense?
Right.
And we're actually coming up on our 3-year anniversary of COVID. It's almost been 3 years, and there's still people walking around with fucking masks on.
Bro, I saw a guy, only person in the car, with the windows up, with a mask on.
Yeah, no, they
pass him, I'm like, bro, come on.
They drive with gloves on too.
I'm like, get over yourself. You're fine.
Work 2 weeks ago, swear to God. It's Saturday, I think. This lady, it's early it's when we first open. I'm opening.
Yeah.
This lady comes up to the window, mind you, 2 masks on. So she has one of the blue ones on.
Oh yeah.
And then one of those those white ones that are the government, and then she has a set of gloves on, and she's handing me her credit card with her gloves on, and I'm looking at her. I'm like, are you fucking serious?
But why would she even hand you her credit card if you're gonna touch it? Yeah.
Right,
get your germs.
So she's gonna go home, take those gloves off, and then go use her credit card for something else.
Right.
Sorry, I'm like, you're kidding.
Right.
Also, this is bad for everybody's bodies. If we're not sharing germs and spreading diseases, our immune systems are gonna fucking fail.
If you kept a kid inside his entire life up until he was 10,
right,
his immune system doesn't build up.
They have baby masks for babies and infant Oshkosh bagage. They got the fucking Louis, Gucci fucking mask for infants.
Right.
Who's buying that? Nobody's buying that.
No.
It's bullshit. And
a lot of people do, yeah.
I know, but it's
I know you're talking about it actually sold out on
dumb as fuck.
Gucci mask for infants.
See, that's insane. And I'm actually proud of myself because I've had that talk with my parents, get vaccinated or get out. you know, and I've dealt with it from, you know, other family members and shit like that. And all the time I was like, no, I'm not doing it. I was like, until it comes life or death scenario, I'm not going to do it. Jobs were laying people off for it. I figured it out. I managed my way through it. Everybody I know is basically vaccinated.
Right.
And,
You're not vaccinated?
nope, never let that thing. Mm-mm. And, I just never let that shit get into me. And then we got a cruise next August. And we planned it a few months ago. Granted, you guys are all welcome. You just sign up on the discount code Rogers. But anyways, basically you have to get vaccinated to go on this cruise, right? And for the past few months, they've been begging me, like, you're not going to be able to go on the cruise if you don't get vaccinated, yada, yada, yada. And finally I was like, you know what? I'm not going to get it. I will wait until the week of to get this vaccination if it still requires it, because I'm not going to knock a cruise 10 days, unlimited drink package. What? Next August. 2 weeks ago, Royal Caribbean released a memo.
Next year will be monkeypox. Next year they'll be
Yeah.
the monkeypox vaccine.
Two,
Something new every fucking year.
yeah, 2 weeks ago, Royal Caribbean released no vaccination needed. I'm balling. So I was trying to be peer pressured, not only the government and all, you know, but my family and everybody else,
Right.
to get this vaccination, and now they're all stopping. So I'm gonna walk out here vax free, and I'm fine as a dandy. I'm straight.
Right.
So COVID's bullshit. That's basically it. I mean,
What do you think about all the people who are like dying after taking the vaccine, or like having adverse reactions from it? Because there were a lot of people. You know?
There really is going to be a monkeypox vaccine in like 3 weeks.
They already said they have like fucking a couple million doses. I'm like, bro, chill. We're going to be fine. Like,
It's like, it's like not even like 2% of the U.S. has it.
right.
I'm telling you, because of COVID, any type of disease that like comes into the U.S. is going to be treated like COVID. It's going to be
Right.
like they're like, oh, we need to quarantine.
Yeah,
we need to do this.
Yesterday, Rich was telling me about this like virus that like 20 people are infected with in China, and I'm like, bro, like, it's not that serious.
No, it's not.
Shut down your fucking. If it's if it's that serious, shut down your fucking airports. Like, have people do whatever. But China's gonna do whatever they want anyways. But
Or just get those 20
regardless-
people to sit inside their house until they,
Exactly.
and then boom, pshoo, gone.
Exactly.
I'm not saying maybe not gone, but
Right.
not something you need to worry about.
No.
It's like, I don't know. Do we know how like COVID started? I heard it was from somebody ate.
It was.
I seriously think the government made a disease because we were overpopulating.
Oh no. Here's the fucking thing. So do you guys know about the Georgia Guidestones?
No.
So there are these stones in Georgia, that were built. Forget what year it was.
State or country?
I don't know. Some guy built them. I forget.
Georgia,
Georgia. Yeah, Georgia the state.
Like
in
in the
United
US,
States.
okay.
Yeah. And the main thing about it was on part of the stones it said maintain the population within the balance of nature or something within 500 million people. There is a plan to kill off a big part of the population, and I think that's how
What's our
they're doing
population right now?
it's like approaching 8 billion.
No, I'm talking. Are they talking like across the whole Earth, like 500 million across the whole Earth, or just the United States?
They're trying to create like a one world government.
Oh.
Like
So basically, I think it's gonna be the people that didn't get vaccinated that are gonna die. Wait, no,
no, the people that did get vaccinated,
because they
that's why
can't
there's
think.
such a push.
Because they can't think for themselves. Ooh,
Right.
They're so easy to fall into temptation. Ooh, bow.
We're not shitting on Dom here.
Nah. Sorry, Dom, but
Yeah.
you gotta go. You're good. This Georgia man is gonna slaughter you.
No,
Me and Colin are gonna be surviving. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I think that it's important that people realize like all this shit's like we're gonna be fine.
No,
It's
yeah.
not gonna work because people are realizing all the lies and all whatever. If you watch the news, which fucking nobody does,
It does not educate you
Right.
at all.
right?
News used to be happy things. Now it's not. It's all sad.
Right.
You go
right.
in there, it's just people getting shot.
like fucking
Yeah, right. But
You live in Maryland, you turn on the news.
right.
Reported today 3 more murders in Baltimore City.
like fucking Joe Rogan's podcast gets more views than Fox and CNN combined.
Right.
Logan Paul's podcast gets more views.
And they took him off YouTube. They took Joe Rogan off
Well,
YouTube.
no, because he signed a deal with Spotify exclusively.
But but weren't they taking down his clips of like COVID?
Yeah,
Because it was like false news, or something like
they were
that.
trying to say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
YouTube is fucked up, man. You can't say anything on
It was like if any like influential like person or like celebrity says something in the video about like code or something,
Yeah.
like YouTube or Instagram or like Twitter, they would take it down
Right.
because like when Donald Trump was talking about COVID and the election and stuff like that, what they did, they removed him off Twitter.
They fucking kicked the president of the United States
States off
while
of
he
Twitter.
was still in office off Twitter because they said that he was inciting violence on January 6th at the Capitol riots. By the way, he was telling people, he was tweeting, don't be violent, don't go in, don't do this, don't do that. He was telling people not to, and they still fucking push their agenda. And I'm not even a Trump guy. I just call it how I see it. I'm not Trump, I'm not Biden, Hillary, Obama. I think it's all just a political game. I don't like.
Sounds it sounds like you're leaning one way, Colin.
I'm not.
You sure?
He's communist.
Ah, Commie Colin.
But
Commie Colin.
communists would actually be on the left side
Putin.
of things.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on Putin?
I don't really know much about him. I don't like from what I've heard, he's not a good guy. You know,
I would like to tie back in about viruses. The government actually took African American community from the South and injected them all the males with AIDS.
Oh yeah, no, they did.
Yep, you know about this?
Yeah, I do.
Right. And then when the vaccine did come out, or like not the cure, but like some type of thing to like make you live longer, didn't even give it to them. Didn't tell them. So not only did they inject them, but they didn't give them the medicine they needed. So the government had been doing this for years.
This is in the U.S.
Yeah, in the U.S. If like a little state, I think like Alabama or something, like in a little city.
Yeah,
This wasn't even long ago. What was it, like 70s, 60s?
I think it was like like right as things were still like
With
racist,
AIDS.
but coming out of it.
Yeah. I just watched the Elvis Presley movie.
Yeah.
Shit is fire. I didn't even know this, but they were like kicking Elvis off stage and shit. They wouldn't let him perform live or anything because he was a white character with black hips. That's what they said. Because of the way he shook his pants and shit. They didn't like it. And it was
a little too like sexual.
Yeah, and they quoted him.
Adjusted for the time.
They quoted him to be the forbidden fruit for
Right.
women because Christianity was, booming at that point. That was 40.
Look at this fucking Elvis.
It was 50s. It was right after World War II. Everybody, you got the baby boomers. Everybody's believing in God and shit. Like the whole nation is all about Christianity and shit. And he's shaking his wiener around in those pants. And these women are dying for him because they never seen some shit like this.
Right.
And out they were like, you can't perform, this and that. And I wouldn't have known this. I have a new profound love for Elvis after the movie.
That's when like hip hop and stuff was taking off too.
No, so no, it wasn't.
Or rock and stuff. That's when it.
Yeah,
I mean rock. Yeah, my fault. Rock.
Run DMC didn't come around until a little
No,
late.
yeah,
They were
rock
just
and stuff.
start- Yeah.
actually, he was
Right.
performing with Elvis.
Yeah. Young boy. I'm actually getting on my leg tatted free YB on my thigh.
I've heard you're like a big young boy guy.
I am a
Is
big young boy guy.
Yeah. Is that
I'm
okay?
not your typical meat rider young boy fan where
Yeah.
it's like everything he drops is like, oh my god.
Actually, when his album drops, it's the best thing I've ever
Yeah.
heard. You'll never find an artist like this.
Well, his album was actually pretty good.
Personally, like young boy's good, like, but I can't listen to him for like an extended period of time.
Neither can I.
I gotta take a break because it's like
I can only
it's
listen.
just so.
I can only listen to maybe 2 songs in a row by him before I gotta switch up the artist.
Yeah.
I'm a.
No.
Hold up.
Top three.
Like he's.
You brought it up.
Top 3. I already know what. I swear to God, Colin, if you say Logic, I'm gonna kill you.
You're gonna say a lot.
Rich agrees with me. Rich likes.
Rich agrees with everybody. You say something, Rich is like, yeah, true. Rich agrees with everybody. Nah. I love Rich, but Rich,
don't come
dude,
after
I
me,
literally
Rich
could-
like that.
I literally could say, Rich, I'm gay, and he'd be like, yeah, me too.
44 bars.
Like it's,
What you know about 44 bars?
me personally, I don't like Logic. If we were to go top 3 all time for me,
I'm wearing a Logic shirt right now.
Drake. I see Corday on there. I fuck with Corday.
Yeah, you like Corday?
I like
He's
Corday.
good.
Corday's pretty good.
He actually opened for Logic.
I know he
with,
did.
JID.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I love JID.
Yeah, they're good.
Top three. All time. Like if we're got like unanimously, it's Wayne and Drake. That's my top two. Like they can flip flop. Love Wayne and Drake. No, YoungBoy's not my top three of all time. I tell everybody this. You can ask anybody we work with.
Do you think he's lying? Like as a
Ask
cover-up?
anybody.
Like, what-
No, ask anybody at work. I will tell you. I've told them my top three is Drake, Wayne, and Future. Top three. I've never changed it. Never. I've listened to Drake since Drake's been out since he started popping. We'll say like what 2009.
Yeah, 2009,
2010.
Yeah.
I started listening to him when he dropped. What's the album with like his like cartoon face and like the sky in the background? You know what I'm talking about? All Me's on there.
Thank Me Later.
Language.
It's Thank Me Later.
Huh?
Or,
It's like a baby.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. That's his first
Nothing
album I
Was the
listened
Same.
to. And once I heard that album, I went back in his like past albums and I was like, damn, like this guy's fire. Like, and I'm really young at the time. And then Wayne, I just listened to the first Carter and I was like, dude, this guy is like.
I haven't listened to a lot.
In
of
my
Wayne, but what I've
opinion,
heard, I like him a lot.
people say Eminem's the best lyricist of all time. I don't agree. I think Eminem spits it the best. I think he raps the best. Like he raps the fact. Like he puts in it like best. Like best
Right.
flow. But I think Wayne is the best lyricist of all time.
That's fair.
If you listen to what he says, it's just like I would never think of
I
that.
think-
He rhymes something with orange.
Oh.
Yeah, door hinge.
Yeah,
Right.
he rhymes something with orange. Like how?
Right.
I have a little Wayne quote that's gonna blow your mind. 'Cause I heard it the other day. I don't know exactly word for word, but
He's gonna say real G's.
moving silence like lasagna. No. It was like, let me grab a late text, so I don't get that late text that I'm late text. What? Do you know what that means? You know what that means? They would put it together. You wouldn't think about it. He said latex
Right.
fucking 3 times,
Right.
but it works.
Right.
Lyrical
3
genius.
different meanings. Right.
So your top 3 again? What were they? Logic.
I'd say Logic. What do you guys think about Juice WRLD? I like Juice WRLD.
You actually called him a corny artist
No.
2 weeks ago.
Asher said he was corny.
Mm.
I said I liked him.
I agree with. I don't like Juice WRLD.
You don't like Juice WRLD?
You seem like a Juice WRLD guy. I feel like you would.
Yeah,
There's a couple songs like where it's like, okay, he goes like this goes hard, but like there's a couple songs where it's like, oh, like that's actually fire, but I don't know, like he's one of the best freestylers I've ever heard.
yeah.
Like he freestyles very well, and for me, I like his freestyles more than his actual music. Like I'd rather listen to him on a podcast freestyle
Yeah.
than listen to his music on Spotify, Apple Music.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never been like, oh my God, Juice WRLD dropped. Let me go listen to it. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, I would say like I'm the same way with like I like Uzi, but I don't think like I don't know. Uzi after Love Is Rage 2, like I'm hate Eternal Take. I'm not a big.
You didn't like it?
I'm not a big Eternal Take
You
guy.
weren't bumping like Celebration Station and Baby Pluto.
Baby Pluto was good. I like Baby Pluto, and
Celebration Station.
Celebration Station was okay. I just
That's my
wasn't.
favorite song on the album.
I was just like it's not a terrible album. I'm just not a big fan of it. Like I rather like people are saying that over Love Is Rage 2, and I'm like, you're
Yeah,
tripping.
No, Love
If
is
you- Love Is Rage 2 is his best album of all time, and it will always be
Yeah.
his best album of all time. There's
Yeah.
no coming back.
Right.
Huh?
The Perfect Love Tape.
The Perfect Love Tape. I'm pretty sure. That's the one with like that's like Money Longer and
And then there
7
was the
a.m.
first Love Is Rage.
I like the one Money Longer. So that one
Yeah, I mean that was a really good album. Uzi was in his prime in 2017,
Yeah.
and then after he didn't drop for like what 2-3 years, he was out. It's the same thing with like hate Playboy Cardi. There's like 3 songs I'll listen to by Playboy Cardi. There's like the only people that listen to Playboy Cardi are like people that like paint their nails black and
Yes.
huh? Oh yeah. What's your guys' opinions on Kid Leroy? I am the biggest Kid Leroy. I'm one of the biggest Kid Leroy fans you ever meet. I love
Juice
Kid Leroy.
WRLD put Kid Leroy on the map.
He did.
so-
He did. And but this is like
But he's like
Talking
I don't
about
like
that-
Juice WRLD like that.
no, I don't like Juice WRLD like that.
they make the same kind of music. They talk about the same types of things.
Yeah, I like Kid Leroy's like voice and flow more than like Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD's more
That's fair.
Juice WRLD's more of like a fast paced, like
Yeah.
Kid Leroy's more like slow.
I like Kid Leroy. I
He-
haven't listened to like
But
too much of
I
his
wanna
stuff. But
I wanna like like you said like me and my friends were arguing. It's like a couple months ago, and they were like Kid Leroy would have never blown up like without Juice. Like you know what I mean?
I don't
Like
think you
or
can
no,
say
Kid Leroy. No, sorry, it was Kid Leroy only blew up because Juice WRLD died.
yeah, no.
I agree.
And-
I agree.
I don't.
But he was making music with Juice before Juice died.
He dropped Diva
Hold on.
when
Right.
Juice WRLD was alive, and it's his most listened to song of all time.
Right.
But that could have been produced much before, and then it just blew up. Bro, there's so many people out there,
No,
like
but-
talented artists that don't get recognized, and I think Kid Leroy would have been the same way if Juice WRLD didn't say nothing.
But but him and Juice had already recorded songs before Juice died.
Right.
So those were gonna get released anyway, and then people were gonna be, oh, that's a good verse. Let me go listen to this guy.
Bro, he'd have been like Action Bronson. Man, had a little bit of thing and then fell off. He would have had a little bit of stardom and then fell off.
But I think that the Kid Leroy.
It's like a substitution thing. You lose Juice, you put in Kid Leroy. Same type of listener, same music.
Nah, but if you like, you can't replace.
But you
Juice.
can.
That's
but you
like
can-
saying.
but
that's
yeah,
like saying.
As a not a Juice WRLD fan, you wouldn't even care if he got replaced.
No,
Look,
he's-
I like
he's
Juice
not,
WRLD.
not a Juice WRLD fan. He doesn't hate.
I
Juice
only
WRLD.
knew the 2 songs, right? And then I went to Salisbury with my friend who like went to college there, and all they listened to was fucking Juice WRLD. And I had 3 days of just Juice WRLD in my ear, and I found a new like for him. But still, I mean, it's like the same shit. Sorry, Juice
But
WRLD.
that's like saying like you could replace Drake with this guy if Drake died. No, you can't.
That's like
Drake is Drake.
that's like, but that's like saying, like Drake was like Wayne's protege. Like
Yeah, in a way, yeah.
Benny the Butcher. Y'all know who that is?
yeah, I know who Benny the Butcher is, but I'm saying that no, that's way different.
Because he's not a replacement.
Snoop's effect on like the rap game's a
That's
lot
right.
bigger than Juice WRLD's.
But
Yeah.
that's why Benny.
Hold on.
It's
No, I'm
fucking-
like I'm like
Benny the Butcher isn't that's why Benny the Butcher isn't as big because he's not Snoop's replacement. He was still signed to the most famous label, Death Row Records. Signed to the most famous label, Death Row Records, and still is not famous.
But was he as good as any of the guys on the label?
Benny
Was
the
he
Butcher's good.
Was he? You can be good, but was he better than Snoop Dogg?
He's better than Kid Leroy.
Two different types of music, though.
But it doesn't. It's a substitution factor on what gets popular. Juice
Would
WRLD
Benny
leaves.
the Butcher ever make a song with Justin Bieber?
He could, yeah. Justin Bieber's a bitch. Look, I stand by that.
Anybody can make a song with anybody, but like realistically, would that happen?
Yeah, anything can happen. Listen,
This is two
and
different types of
back to
rap.
Justin Bieber thing. I know every boy was like, "Oh, you have to hate him because all the girls love him when you were younger."
Right.
I still don't fucking like the guy. He's
I
dumb.
don't like.
He's dumb as shit. And his songs are ass.
I think he's a talented singer, but I don't like his music.
Don't get me wrong. I could sing some of his songs word for word. Don't mean I like it. They're just
Right, yeah.
hate Justin Bieber
Just 'cause
till
it's
the
catchy
day
doesn't
I
make it
die.
good.
till the day I. So did I. I think every guy. I think Colin, you definitely had it at one time. Or did you always have the long hair?
No, I had it short. It was just like short hair,
Oh, okay.
just like all.
No,
right.
I had it for a decent amount, like
was
the little
kinda
side part to the side. Like I had that for a bop.
It was like Andy's, but I would just like comb it to the right. I think.
Like that.
There's like actually lesbians, so it's like a dyke blow.
Not like that.
So I actually get compared to Ellen all the time.
I get compared to dykes. Yeah, when I like put my hair up, they were like, "You're like a lesbian." And
Nah.
I was like, "Oh shit, I had titties, ass."
It was a joke. Yeah, it was a joke in my family. I would walk in and be like, "What's up, Ellen?" Because I got blonde hair and blue eyes. Like I got short.
yeah?
I got short blonde hair and blue eyes. It's like
Right.
Talking about Elvis?
No, Ellen DeGeneres.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah.
Like I would like walk in and they'd be like, "What's up?" Like because I have short hair, short blonde hair and blue eyes. I'm a guy. Like of course I'm not
Yeah.
gonna have like
Also a
long.
Also,
Yeah, I am.
also,
My rap name's Laura Amish.
Yeah. So what's up with that? You in the rap game or like what's the? You have any
So
like,
we actually.
projects
So,
coming up?
yeah. So we actually have a Texas Roadhouse diss track.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fire. Well, we gotta remake some of it because like some people don't work there anymore.
So you're dissing people that work there.
Yeah, they don't. There's names on there that when they hear their verse, they're not gonna be too happy.
But it's a diss track. They're not supposed to be happy.
I have a shout out to me.
Nah, to who? I can make a shout out to Al too. Al, you're a bitch.
All right.
He pisses me off. Sometimes you're cool, but sometimes he pisses me off.
No, I was actually gonna say the same thing as the shout out. But I'm not. I don't want to rephrase. I want to reinstate. So Al, you're pussy whipped.
You guys are really coming for it.
Some about it. He'll look at me with this face, and I can tell he's judging me. Well, he's not even gonna say anything. It's a judgment. Like I look like there's like a facial expression. You can read facial expressions. If I give you this face, right, and that's the face that Al gives me. So Al, fuck off. Like that's what I'm saying. Oh, I hate the game.
Okay, I got it. So are you guys the type of people that like if somebody asks you for something you can't say no? Like you try to like stall until they forget about it?
You guys meaning who?
Like you do. Like so somebody comes up to you and they're like, "Hey, can I use like your phone or something?" If you don't want to give them your phone, like you don't just straight up say like, "Nah, I'm sorry." Like, "Nah, I'm good." Like you just like try to stall.
I used to be the type of guy that would always say yes, but now I'm like I've set boundaries for myself.
Are you like that?
I know the type of person I am.
I can bullshit my way through things.
So, oh yeah, trust me, I know you can bullshit your way through things.
Yeah,
So the thing with
the
thing with this guy is if you don't say no to him right away, you're gonna end up saying yes. I know.
Yeah.
Working with him, so this is how it works, right? No, I'm not. No, I'm saying. So he'll text me like when he was working there. He'd be like, "Yo, you want my shift?" And I'd be like, "I don't know, man.
I used to that shit to him all the time.
I don't know." And he's so persistent, and he'll just keep going like, "Yo, I know you want the money. Yo, I know you want to work. Like blah blah blah. I'm trying to do this." And I'm like, I'm like, damn, maybe I do want the money, man. No, fuck it, I'll take it. And then I realize I'm like, yo, if I don't say fucking no to this guy, I'm gonna say yes to anything. If he asks me to jump off a bridge and I say I don't know, guess what, Colin? I'm gonna end up jumping off a damn bridge. Yeah. It's like that simple. No, yeah, your excuses for not wanting to pick up shifts are fucking bullshit.
Like what?
Colin, one day I texted you, and I've told everybody that. One day I texted you, and I said, "Yo, please take my shift." And I said, "What are you doing?" You said, "Nothing." You would do nothing. You said, "But I'm home, and I'm already in big chill." What the fuck does that mean?
No, you've said that to me sometimes where you've been like, "Oh yeah, bro, I'm just chilling. I'm good."
No, I've never said I'm chilling. I stay. You can pull up text message. Go ahead, cause I have a text from you once that said, "Yo, take my shift." You said, "No, I'm already big chilling." What the fuck does that mean?
Can I not be chilling and not want to work that day?
No, you can, but at least come up with a better excuse than big chilling.
You want me to lie to you?
Yes, I lie to people all the time.
I'm not a liar, sorry.
I lie all the time. Listen, I would just like to say, also tying into what Dom said, I father-son relationship here. I've built this thing, and it goes in with the book that I read, The Lucifer Effect, right? Where you give somebody power, and they will abuse it. No, I'm not gonna lie, I might abuse my power a few times with you, but when people trust you, it's like with presidents and shit, you know what I mean? You get to call the shots, you get to do what you want to do. And if you can convince people to do things for you multiple times, no offense, Dom, giving you an eye-opening experience here, you get this little power thing. And I read this book, Lucifer Effect. I don't know, this could be for a job. Take this.
Well, let's get one thing straight. I don't do what he asked me to do.
Yeah. No, I've seen you guys get into it. Sometimes you're like, "No, I'm not doing that." Like.
No, yeah. I tell him straight up. I'm like, "No, I'm not your bitch."
Right. Yeah.
What do you think I am? Your fucking dog? No.
You're
not gonna tell me sit, and I'm gonna sit.
He'll be like, "No, go get bread." And
yeah.
Like,
I tell people what the fuck to do at work. I'm like, "Yo, go get bread." Okay.
No, you do that, and you're not.
I'll be bored. If I don't feel like doing anything, I don't do anything.
Andy's goofy about it sometimes, but you're like, you'll be serious.
No, you're good, man.
No, if we're busy, I'm dead ass about it. I'm like, "Yo, go get bread."
Yeah.
Like if I'm needed somewhere, I'm like, "Yo, get bread. Yo, get these bags. Yo, get the window."
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not even like, oh, cause let's put it this way.
Cause you're like the king of to-go. Like you're that guy.
Yeah, no.
Andy.
He hates admitting it. Hate the title, by the way. The to-go training coordinator, headed to go. Hate it.
Yeah, that's
because one, where the fuck's my polo?
Right.
I'm on a list with a bunch of managers, and guess what? I'm the only one on that list without a damn polo. So I want to know, Colin, where the fuck my red and blue polo is.
That's
Because
above my
can
pay
somebody
grade.
explain to me how Kyle Beck and Darren Kerr have a polo? Kyle, I can see maybe because Kyle's worked there for like 5 years. He works like over 40 hours a week. But Darren?
This is all jokes,
Love,
by the way.
yeah,
And-
no, love Darren.
Yeah.
Darren's like the goofiest like extinction dinosaur I've ever met.
Right, no, Darren's
But what?
cool. Yeah.
I mean, I get it. I can't be a manager. I'm only 17, so it's like whatever.
But I think
But-
if you're the training coordinator.
If I train, I've literally trained every single person that's on to go.
Yeah.
You name them, trained them. Any person in the past, I've trained. I was training after my second fucking month. Like I've been training since day one. Oh,
Are you training anyone at Comcast, Andy?
No, we don't actually have enough people, and that's why we're probably gonna close. I would to say Dom could be manager, and he was when I was there, but I had the most pull. If I was,
Because
in a way, like
convince people to
that's
do
what I'm
stuff
saying.
for you.
That's what I'm saying. I was convinced.
But
You were
Dom
running
doesn't-
shit, but
Dom
like,
doesn't need to convince people. He tells people to do stuff,
and they do it.
listen.
but see, I don't have that power, so I have to
He
do it in
doesn't
my.
have to do
I have
any
to do it
extra
in my
work.
own way. I have to do it in my own way. I have to somehow convince people to do it.
Yeah, you
Also,
can manipulate.
the phone
Managers
call.
can't be manipulative. You can't manipulate your employees.
Oh, you should be able to. Oh yeah, I'd manipulate the fuck out of my employees. Yeah, they manipulate the fuck out of you.
They manipulate.
Yeah, when I tried to quit, they wouldn't even let me quit. Like, it was weird. But anyways, the phone call I just got was an Army recruiter. If you don't know, I have a permanent L5 broken, which is my lumbar spine, and I had an hour-long talk with one before, and at the end he goes, "So any injuries I need to know about?" Because I was really thinking about it, and I was like, "Yeah, I got a broken spine." And then they were like, "Oh, you got any friends?" They keep fucking calling me, and every time I have to tell them I have a medical injury, and they just start giggling. The fucking Army recruiters are giggling at me because of my fucking fuck them.
No, yeah.
Andy really doesn't want to go.
It's
to
kind of
Army.
no, it's kind of crazy if you think about it, right?
Yeah.
I started working at Texas Roadhouse almost 2 years. 2 years ago. So in
Yeah.
November it'd be 2 years. He trained me as an essay. I trained him, and I trained him as on to go
That's wild.
because he left, and as soon as he left, I got moved up. Like a week after he left, managers came up to me and they're like, "Hey, you want to move to go?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah! Like I don't want to do this busing
Who
shit anymore."
trained you on to go then?
Taylor Nelson, and when Josiah was there, Josiah.
Yeah.
But like, and it's not even like, I do tell people like, yo, can you? But it's not like in a like, oh, fucking do this. It's more
Yeah.
like a, yo, can you grab this for
It's
me?
not disrespect.
Yeah, it's like, yo, can you go grab the bread? Yo, can you go grab like these bags?
Right.
And it's like, it's not. It's just me being like, because one, half the time I'm on Expo. Like I'm not even gonna get the dude to go. I'm doing Expo.
Yeah.
Like yesterday.
Somebody's got to take charge. Like you can't just have a bunch of people
And-
running around.
I was like, and it's, I don't know. I mean, like, if there's a messed up order, guess who takes it? Me.
Yeah.
Managers don't even take it. They just say, give it to Dom, let Dom take it.
Right.
And it's more, that's why I'm like, where the fuck, if I'm going to be doing, give me my damn polo. I want one. I just want one.
Yeah.
I wear 1 day a week. Just give me it. So, but eventually, I'll start serving. Once I turn 18, I'll start serving. So
Yeah.
October, as soon as I turn 18, I'll start serving. That's gonna be good. I'm tired of to go. Been on this shit for over a year now.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm done.
You've seen everything. You're like,
I've seen everything. I've seen a man walk up without any pants on.
No.
Swear to God, it was like my fucking third week, and I'm at the window. I just got done training. I'm on the window. Guy walks up. We had a long T-shirt on with no pants and no shoes, and he goes, "I'm here to pick up my order."
You're gonna have like a booty shorts on.
And he probably like a fucking Speedo or something.
At that point, he might as well not have any pants on. Like,
Yeah.
If you can't see the pants, then like.
Yeah, like if you can't see him, I don't know.
All right. Yeah.
But I looked like dude like just rolled out of bed and said, "Fuck this, I'm gonna go pick up my food," and then drove over and was like, and I was like, "What the fuck?" It happened a couple weeks ago. Sophia was working, and the guy asked for her to bring the food out. Well, she brought the food out to his car, and he didn't have any pants on. You could see he had no pants on.
No, that's.
So Sophia didn't want to go back out there, so she had Nate Kvek bring out like the stuff to him, and Nakovac said all he had was like boxers on, and he had like his pants over his lap.
What?
And I was like, dude, what the fuck is wrong? Like, he specially requested for Sophia.
Yeah,
That's
bro,
weird as shit.
That's when people
I was like, no way. Out there, I was like, it's
Yeah.
very great. The shit that happens there, bro. Like, we had this one lady come up to the host stand, and she was like, can I make an announcement? And we're all looking at her like she's about to say some racist stuff. Like this, she's white. She's wearing like the blue flag shirt, and we're like, oh my god, she's about to say something. And Mindy's scared. Like we're all like, holy shit, she's about to say something racist. And she just starts saying the Pledge of Allegiance.
What?
Yelling, I pledge allegiance to the flag. I have a video. This lady, front of the door is yelling, and everybody like at the bar and like the hundreds are like looking at her like, what the fuck is wrong with this lady? No, yeah, I stood next to her.
The whole restaurant.
No, I stood.
Like, fuck, shit,
Yeah.
she's
She's going, guys, stand up. We gotta go.
Someone comes out and they have the flag and they're like,
Nah. Somebody comes out of the kitchen with the flag. They're like holding it up.
right.
But like the stuff that happens there, it's just like you wouldn't believe. Like we had the guy came up to the window yesterday. He's like, yeah, I fixed your fire alarm last week when the storms and stuff were going off. Can I get a free meal? And Mindy was like, yeah. Like, we just hand out free food. No, like, I'm so serious. I'm going to tell all your viewers this right now. You order from Texas Roadhouse, call back, say you missed something, and guess what? You're getting a free steak. It's just how it is.
When I was, I got one story real quick. When I was in SA, there was this guy so me and Tyler were in the 100s, and we were standing at the POS, and this guy came up, and where they have all the plates, this guy was stuffing plates down his pants, and straight up, like, walked out of the restaurant with plates, like, in his pants. Like, we watched this guy, like he was, like, standing up and, like, adjusting his pants, and it was weird. And me and Tyler were like, what's going on? Like, we were just watching this guy, and he's stuffing plates in his pants, and he just walks out. And we're like, bro, what do we do? So we go and tell Mindy, and, like, we're, like, trying to find out who the guy is. No, the guy was gone. Like,
So he just dipped.
He just dipped. He just walked out the restaurant.
I like to talk about what Dom said about like people like wanting that free meal and shit. I have come to the conclusion after working at Comcast, ShopRite, and Texas Roadhouse, and a liquor store that people in this area feel entitled to shit, and it's bad. You gotta work for what you make. That's why, you might not understand that because when I call you a communist, you believe that everybody is shared, no private property, so it's free to everyone. But that's not how shit works, right? You gotta earn what you make. And when people, bro, like this guy came in the other day and he was like, I'm thinking about switching from Verizon to here. What can you get from me? Okay, let me tell you. And he goes, yeah, but do better. Like, I don't set fucking prices, and neither do y'all when y'all are at work. You don't have authority. It's like, bro, y'all are you're a high schooler. You're freshly out. I'm in college. We're all under 21. We're not even fully thinking adults. Our brains are not even fully formed. And you think I have the authority to change prices for you in a fucking commercial business? No.
Right.
No, I don't. Maybe I'll throw in a little discount, but this is not a small business.
Even if you did have the authority to set prices, why does this guy deserve it but the other guy doesn't?
Right.
It's like, you gotta earn it.
Right. And when I like worked at the liquor store, like there were people, everybody was like locals, and it was a small business. Truth coming out, I would give people free shit sometimes. Here's the boss, and then here's me. I'm working right under the boss. She knows. She was okay with it sometimes, as long as it's not like expensive shit. Yeah. But with commercial businesses, it's either I lose my job or you're not happy. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's it makes no sense.
Like on that topic, with like today's society, do you think that's one of like the main problems?
Yeah, I think
that people feel like you owe me this, like certain areas of like you owe me this. I agree with that. So I lived in Parkville most of my life, or like Baltimore County, and I never saw the shit I see at Hartford County stores. Like I never see people walk in, throw a fit because they didn't get like the correct discount. Yeah. Baltimore County, you get a discount, you're like, damn, cool. Like shit.
Yeah, when I used to live in Parkville when I lived with my mom.
Yeah.
And like it's just a different culture.
And Hartford County is these like, doctors and nurses and lawyers, and it's
Right.
like these fat ass houses. And I'm not saying all of
Right.
Hartford County is like that, because it's not. You have Edgewood and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
There's nicer houses.
no, I'm saying there is nice. But I'm saying like Falston, you don't see like shit you would see in like Joppa or Edgewood, like, or like
Yeah.
Bel Air, especially Bel Air. You wouldn't see like the shit you see, and like
Yeah.
you know, fucking
Like around here,
like
nothing
Essex and
happens.
Dundalk. You know what I mean? It's like I go to Bel Air. Like I was in, I forgot what store. I was at Chick-fil-A. I'm in the drive-through and I'm getting my food, and I can hear a lady through like the drive-through window. She's yelling. She's like, so they missed like sauce or something in her packet, and she's throwing a fit. She's like, I want my money back. I want to keep my food though. She wants a whole refund.
Yeah.
And the manager's like talking to her. She's like, ma'am, I can't give you a whole refund because we missed your sauce. Like, here's your sauce. You're good to, like, and then they threw in like an extra like fry or something. They're like,
Yeah.
like, you're good to go. And she was like, no, I want all my money back. And I was like, are you fucking serious? Like, you missed some sauce.
Yeah.
Guess what I do when I miss sauce? I go home.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Right.
It's like,
I'll get my ketchup
Or it's like
at
when-
my house.
no, or it's like when people call back. Like this one guy called back the other day, and he's like, y'all missed my mushrooms. And I was like, okay. Like, eat the damn steak without them. That's not my my fault if
Right.
we
There's
missed
only
them.
so much you can do, and you don't want them to drive.
And the mushrooms are free.
Right.
He didn't even pay for them. The
Yeah.
mushrooms are free.
You,
We didn't charge him for it.
Right. I gotta piss real quick. Or can you guys? Keep
Oh
this
yeah,
going?
you want me to hold out? Yeah, we can bullshit. Yeah. Alright.
Hey, how you doing?
Going on to the entitlement thing. Oh.
So this is actually the Dom and Andy show now.
Yeah, Colin is gone. We've taken over.
Colin's gone. We kicked him out of his own house.
Yeah, but like back to the whole thing, and he was talking about I can't say.
Toxic masculinity.
Yes, thank you. Last week, and they were like, oh, like men, are not supposed to show feelings and all that. I understand where they're coming from. Like, be more transparent with your feelings. But at
Yeah.
the same point, like, yo, play your role.
Yeah.
Bro, and I swear by this, half the women don't even take purses into the bar.
No.
Because they know the drinks are gonna be paid for. Yeah. As a dude, unless you're fucking like Channing Tatum and you're shaking a 12-foot dong around. Shout out to Tommy Lee, who posted his flaccid cock on the internet. If y'all don't know about that. But, bro, if I'm not shaking my dong around, I'm not getting free drinks. Okay? And as a man, like, you're expected to do the things you're supposed to do. And if and you can ask any woman this, any woman will tell you, yo, if you cry, like, it's okay. Like, I think that's very good. Like, you know, I'm glad that you have that faith in me. No.
But there's
There's no woman that does.
Yeah.
If you cry in front of a woman, they'll be like, you're a bitch.
No.
You're a bitch. And
No.
it's a real thing.
It's like, oh, you're a fucking pussy.
All the women I've talked to, like, if you cry in front of me, like, ew. And at the time, they could be like, oh my god, like I said, never cry in front of a woman, never will.
Nope.
And they tell me like, oh, they.
I never
like,
cried in front of my mom.
Right. And they could tell me they have an ex-boyfriend that like fucking cried in front of them. They were like, that was the the biggest ick, most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, I think you've known me for almost 2 years now.
Yeah.
I don't show emotion like at
Right.
all. Like
And-
you'll know. I mean, I guess like you'll know when, like I'm pissed off.
Right.
Like you can tell.
You're not gonna be sad enough.
Like anybody can tell when I'm
I've
pissed
seen you
off.
sad when you drunk though, lying ass.
No, you have seen me sad when I was
Yeah.
drunk. But I think it was like 1 or 2 times. I'm saying anybody knows when I'm pissed off because I get quiet. When I'm mad, I get quiet because I'm like, oh, if I say something, I'm gonna hurt somebody's fucking feelings. It's like if you piss me off, and I'm like, okay,
Right.
yeah, you want to do this shit, like okay, I'll just be quiet. I'll just stay silent because I'm like, if I'm gonna say something that I'm gonna mean,
It's out of
but
pocket.
I don't want to say
Right.
it because it's not needed to be said.
And
It's like
going off that, like Colin, we were just talking about like how it's important for men to show feelings, but at the same time, like you're gonna be criticized for it no matter what. And it's like, who should care? Because if you're weird and you're like in this big ass galaxy, like billions of things, you shouldn't give a fuck how anybody feels about you. But everybody does. Everybody has a little care about other people's opinion about them. And if you don't, there's something wrong. But there's deep down, everybody cares about what other people think about them. And that's just how society works and shit. But what I'm telling you, if a woman says it's okay for you to cry for them, don't cry. They will deep down they might not. I mean,
and even if they say, they'll be like, no, it's okay. You can talk to me how you feel, this and
they
that.
don't.
Guess what? You'll tell them how you feel, and they'll be like, oh, damn.
Right.
And then they'll
They're
like
not
stop
gonna help
talking to
you
you.
through it. Right. They're not gonna help you through it. They're not gonna.
I tell people, don't talk to me how, like, if you're like emotional, I won't ask you like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I won't be like, yo, what's wrong? Because I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I suck at talking to people about their emotions.
Exactly.
I suck at it. If somebody cries in front of me, I will just look at them and be like, "Stop!" Like I can't do it. I can't deal with people crying in front of me.
My friend's dad one time had like a heart attack, like a minor one, so not like he was gonna die or some shit, but a minor one, and they were both, they were crying, and in that moment, these are good ass friends of mine, and I looked at him and I was like, I'm gonna make you laugh. He was a fun guy. Like, bro, I couldn't help you emotionally through that. Nah, I feel like you could with your conscientious.
Consciousness.
Yeah, consciousness.
There you go.
Right. But see, you really good at that thing, but I could never do it. So the whole time they're crying, everybody else is like sad as fuck, and I'm sitting here trying to do stand-up comedy.
Well, you help people in the way that you're good at. Like, not everybody's good at like talking about emotions and feelings and like how to work through them.
Right. Colin's good. Yeah.
I would say, yeah.
And that ties me into a question that I think your entire podcast listeners want to know. What's the love life like, Colin?
I'm not dating anymore right now.
Not bored. Got any feelings?
Any feelings for like?
Yeah.
No.
He's lying.
Colin, it's okay. You can talk to us about it.
Bro, I'm being honest.
I know there's a lovely lady out there that's like dreading over your luscious locks. Like,
actually, so my friend just cut my hair.
yeah, I can tell it's a little shorter.
Yeah, and I don't like it.
It was like Samson.
It looks good still, but I need it to grow like a couple more inches.
You feel like Samson when they cut
I do feel like Samson.
That's how when I get my hair, I don't get my hair cut. I get it trimmed. I just get my back trimmed up a little bit, my sides trimmed up so it's not hanging over my ears, and then my top trimmed. I haven't like shaved like my sides, like faded my sides and my back. Maybe 3 years, like since freshman year.
Yeah.
Like I don't do it. I think I'm more scared of the fact like, oh, I'm not gonna like this. Back to that thing where I get like, I'm like, oh, if this haircut looks like shit, I'm never gonna hear the end of it.
Yeah.
If I walk into work with a shitty haircut, guess what the first thing's gonna be?
Right.
Your haircut looks like shit.
Right.
And it's like why? Like I don't walk into work, and I'm not that type of person. I honestly can give two shits. I think it's a thing. Okay, you have your friend group, right? Y'all can mess with each other, like call each other a bitch, whatever. I don't care. Like, yeah, I can go up to him and be like, I'm bald, but I wouldn't go up to like some random kid. I wouldn't go up to some random kid and be like, yo, you're bald.
Yeah, you don't.
Hate bullying. Hate it.
Yeah.
If I don't know you, I won't talk shit about you.
There's a bitch boy out there that told other people that I bullied him. Yo, oh my God. Listen, okay. Yeah. Basically, he told his girlfriend, I'm not going to name names, I'm not going to put anybody on blast, but he told his girlfriend that in high school, granted, never even seen this kid in high school, that I shoved him into lockers and called him fat. Yo, I was the biggest boy in my high school. Who the fuck am I to call somebody fat? So, like, who the fuck am I to call somebody fat?
Yeah.
And I swear to God, he got that out of a movie. Like, I really think he got that out of a movie and shit. Because I think bullying, you
A lot of people
know.
want to play like the victim card. Like,
Right, and that's
they
been going
feel
around a
certain
lot.
type of way about themselves, so they feel like they have to like shit on somebody else so that
Right.
they can feel better. And
Right.
It never works that way.
And this could be a whole hypocritical conversation. I've probably played a little bit of both at some point.
Well, you're a lot of things, but you're not a bully. You're not like a.
You've never.
Yeah.
Nah, I feel like I've
People
said some
joke
dumb
around
shit.
About people like you will call me a communist, but if you fucking take that shit to heart,
Right.
like you call a lot of people a lot of things, but it's
And-
not out of a place of hate.
And I tend to, like, say shit about myself as well, just to, like, lighten the mood in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, on to me, and then, but if I didn't know you and I'm shoving you into lockers calling you fat, no.
Right.
Yeah, you're the last fucking person I would
Yeah.
touch. Yeah.
Onto that bitch boy that we were talking about. I'm not gonna say where we, whatever. He really is the biggest bitch I've ever met in my life. I swear to God. Met him and I was like, and for the first day it was like first time I met him I was like, damn, he's cool. Got to know him more and I'm like, dude, this kid's a fucking pussy. I wouldn't be surprised if he got shoved in the lockers. Like, so dead ass. I wouldn't be surprised if Andy shoved him in a locker.
But I did not.
I'm not saying he did, but I literally wouldn't be surprised if somebody else did shove him in a locker.
Yeah.
I would fucking shove him in a locker. I was like the shit he would do. It's just like it was so like like 6th grade, 7th grade, like pick me, like attention, like attention bait, like begging for attention. It was like, dude, like shut the fuck up, please.
Right. Yeah.
Please shut up. I hate like people who beg for attention, like especially like females who are like, oh, they like show off their body for like just for attention. I hate that. I'm like, that's not attractive.
No, and then you'll try and like talk to them, and they'll be like, yeah, that's not actually who I am. Then why the fuck are you?
No, it's like
all over the
I recently talked to a girl. Let's just say looks a lot different over the phone than she does on in person. I mean on Instagram. Like in person looks a lot different than she does over Instagram. Makeup is a great thing for women. You can hide lots of shit. You can make yourself go from pale to, Jennifer Lopez tan. It's like crazy. Like I never thought like people like I really didn't think people put that much time into makeup, expect like professional makeup artists and shit like yeah. But she looks the same honestly with or without. It's but it's like I thought only like professional makeup artists like put that much time into shit.
Yeah.
It's like no, like females will really change their whole perception of you, like if you just for an Instagram picture.
A lot of men tend not to do that. Recently been watching drag queen shows though.
You've been watching drag queen?
Oh, RuPaul's Drag. Sing for your life. That's what he said. Like lip sync at the end. If you bet it, there's a girl named Jiggly did not belong.
Like, why are you interested in and not that there's anything bad with it. I'm just wondering. Like I don't know a lot of people that are like, yeah, I just watch drag.
Then my girlfriend put me on, so like now I have to watch it. Yeah, but I've gotten invested. I've actually gotten invested. Like there was this bitch Jiggly. Name was Jiggly. Okay.
Like actual like government name.
I guess so, or her drag name at least.
Okay.
But everybody just referred to her as Jiggly, and she did not belong there. She was she was shit at drag. She's not doing good. But every time at the end, if you're about to get kicked off, they would say lip sync for your life, right? And you have a lip sync battle with the other person that's up to lose. So it's you versus another one. You have to lip sync. And Jiggly, she did what she did best. She jiggled her ass off, and all she would do is just fucking shake titties, shake ass, hit splits. Granted, there's a dick tucked between us. Like they literally tuck them down, and she just jiggled herself to the top, and eventually, she couldn't jiggle herself to the top anymore, and she got kicked off. She couldn't make it. She jiggled too much.
You can only go so far with your body before people are like,
right, and that goes into like what you're talking about, like with women and shit. Like you're showing off your body, but when it comes down to having an actual conversation, and all you're relying on is your D's and your right.
In my opinion, in like today's world, women, I agree. Like there's still problems with like women can't do stuff like men do. Like there is still that problem.
It's gotten a lot better though.
But if you want me to be completely honest, women can succeed as easy as men. They go online. Guess what? They go online and show somebody, and guess what? They're a fucking millionaire. You know how many people went from a nobody to like now they're like the biggest name in the world? It's just off of OnlyFans.
Well, a lot of people would say like, but they have to show their body in order to be successful. I don't think that's true,
but I'm saying they have that option.
Right.
Men don't have that option. Please. Out of my opinion.
Right, because then you're a pervert.
Yeah.
Right.
I have a whole spiel about how to get rich as a woman.
You have a whole spiel.
Oh, I've done the math.
Marry a bunch of men and then divorce them?
If I was, I'm gonna write a book. It's called Labia's Let's Talk. Labia's, by the way, the vagina lips. Yeah, okay. Just insight. If I was a woman, I could be rich. Let me tell you how. Right? Yeah, because it's a real thing. Okay. At McDonald's, you can get hired at like $18 an hour to flip fucking patties.
Right.
To serve, just run a cashier.
Yeah.
Okay, you're doing that full time. It's a lot of money, right? And I have the math on my phone, but you don't have to believe me. Then say I whore myself out. Not gonna lie, I could do that, right? Say I get $50 every time to have sex. Once a day. 50 added to what you've made from working. Okay, I'm not gonna say prostitution's legal. It's not. But there's people that will buy you things to have sex with you. And it's like a different kind of trading of prostitution. People do it right now. look at sugar daddies. They buy you things, you fuck them. So $50 a day to get fucked, and full time at McDonald's. Then you got OnlyFans, and you're selling your other stuff on the side.
But outside of like sex, what
But-
can women do?
But that's $65,000 a year,
A lot of women
just
don't
by
wanna-
giving yourself up.
A lot of women don't want to do that.
But,
though.
but you know how there's like whores in life. Like people,
Yeah.
guys are like, "Oh, you're a
Yeah.
whore. You're a whore." Why not be a whore and be rich?
Because
if you're already a
morally,
whore-
people don't like that.
But if you're already a whore, why not be rich about it?
Facts.
And there's women that do this. There's women that do this, and they're rich as fuck.
Right.
They have like names that are known because they do this, and men don't have it like that. If I could offer my wiener for $50 a day, oh my god, you can't.
But then you
I don't care.
then you'd be a pervert and a child predator. And it wouldn't be.
Right. And they,
There are
and
different standards that men and women are held to in society that aren't
Right.
fair.
there's a lot of
Yeah.
women that prey. There's a lot of women that prey on younger guys, and it's a real thing. They don't get called as much because people don't believe it. But to be honest, if I was one of those guys, I wouldn't be upset. That is every boy's dream, is
Right.
having an experienced woman. If I got caught with a school teacher, I'd be him. You ever seen That's My Boy with Adam Sandler?
I haven't
And-
seen it, but
Well, he got a school teacher pregnant, and he was the man. He was the man. Yeah, he was like 14, and he got a school teacher pregnant, and then she went
Right.
to jail and shit.
He's played the role of little Hispanic kid.
Yeah, but like if that happened to any dude, like they'd be thankful for it.
yeah.
So I guess like I don't know.
No, it's like there's a certain thing where like, oh, you were raped by a woman, like should have enjoyed it, but it's like you were raped by a man. Oh, that's so horrible. Let's comfort you. Let's see if you're okay. It's like it can be traumatizing either way, or it can be enjoyed either way. Like
I don't know about
there's not like
Oh,
Not like it-
Colin. Colin. What do you mean you can enjoy being tied down?
you don't have
But
to,
yeah, tied down. But I'm saying like drug, like any type of way. How do you enjoy that? Like, how do you enjoy being held down and then?
no, like just like in a pleasure sort of way, like enjoying sex, not like enjoying like the fact that you were.
I feel like to
forced against your
enjoy
will.
sex, you have to want it.
Women have rape fantasies.
I mean, yeah, a lot of like
about somebody breaking in and having sex with them.
yeah, that's like a lot of fantasies or like
I know, but I think that's very rare for a woman to like want like oh, like, I feel like to like sex you have to want it.
Choking's like a big thing nowadays. At first I was a kink, but now like hella
people-
bitches are
people
like
being tied up and shit.
and choked, and that's
Yeah.
like a real thing. And that's where you like play that sturdy line of is it consensual, is it not?
Right.
And you know, and as a woman, you know, you could just as easily be like, look at the marks. You know what I mean? It'd be like this
Yeah.
this happened to me, blah blah
Yeah.
blah. And, like the Johnny Depp thing, dude. Like you saw it. Woman took him to court. She had no evidence,
right.
and he had all the evidence in the world. And it just shows, you know what I mean? Like you can take it
Can't
to
just
an
be,
extent.
like- and this leads perfectly into the Deshaun Watson thing. You can't just be a woman and say like he inappropriately looked at me or touched me, and then you get rich. Like that's what
Yeah.
so many people are doing. And
Yeah.
I'm not. It's not invalidating like stuff that actually happened to people.
Yeah.
But groups of women do come together and they're like,
That's
yeah, let's
thank
get
you.
rich.
Who I was talking to somebody at work about the other day, and he was like, "There's just no way all 30 women came together and was like, let's run his pockets." I'm like, I
Well,
bet money right now, 14 of those 32 women know each other. 15 of them,
yeah, no.
I bet money.
I know we were talking about it, and I said I don't think all 30 of them came together. but
No.
I think that some of it was real, some of it was people
No,
trying to get
listen.
attention and money.
It's happened before. It's been proven, and there's a case for some famous person, and he had like I don't know, he had like, but there was like
That's a little
there was like 20 something women that came together, and it was proven 18 of the 20 women were friends.
yeah.
So 2 of them didn't know all the other ones. But it's just like, how do you expect us to believe? Like, how do you expect the court to believe that when 18 you were friends that like, oh, this shit happened?
Yeah.
Like, you literally like pocket chasing. Like and Deshaun Watson just got, as soon as Deshaun Watson got that extension too, I think like 5 more reports came out.
Yeah.
And then he paid off like, I think it was like 24. There's like 8 remaining cases
Yeah.
that are unsettled. And I think he does deserve more than 6 games. I think he deserves a season. I think he deserves a season. Okay, maybe not season, but I think he deserves 8 games, half a season.
I would have given him 8.
Half a season probably sounds better. But the only reason you know why he's gonna get a year? because the NFL is gonna get so much backlash if he doesn't.
Yeah.
That nobody like their like pay rates and all they're all gonna go down. All their pay-per-views and stuff all gonna go down. So they're gonna give him a year. He's gonna come back, and he's gonna be a waste of money for the Browns. That's my prediction.
No, he won't be because they have a good roster around him anyway.
That
got
they
a
do
good
have a good
O-line,
roster
good
around
running
him,
backs,
but he
solid
hasn't
receivers.
played football. He hasn't played football, and that would be 3 years if he misses a whole season. And I'm sorry,
But for
DJ Moore's on my fantasy team. He's about to pop
for
off.
a talent like Deshaun Watson, he'll be fine. You think he hasn't been like practicing? And
No,
like,
he
doing his-
hasn't. He said he didn't touch a football for over a year.
Damn.
He said after,
Didn't he have mini camps?
huh? He was at training camps and stuff. That was like the first time he picked up a football in almost a couple months. I saw something about that. He was like he just wasn't practicing.
Wow.
And it's like, I could be wrong. I might be thinking somebody else, but I'm pretty sure it was Deshaun Watson because that's the only player I know that's been out for like a bop. Like I'm pretty sure that's like Colin Kaepernick. Like people are like, give him a chance. The dude's like 35. Retire. You're
Yeah.
done. Nobody wants you. Like every team
Whether
in
he
the
was right or wrong or whatever side you fall on, you don't just get a chance because of what you did in the past.
yeah, like there's like I can maybe think of 1 or 2 teams that really need a quarterback.
Yeah.
The Seahawks, and not even the Jets.
I like Zach Wilson.
Yeah, Zach Wilson. Fuck this
Apparently,
mom's
Joe
friend.
Flacco's been having better camp than him, though.
Zach Wilson's been balling the past couple days.
Joe Flacco's good. He carries 2012.
I'm a Jags fan, so I don't really.
You're
They
a,
need
a
quarterback
Jags
for
fan?
Trevor Lawrence is good.
No, he's going to have a good year. He will have a good
Sarah
year.
Fuller's about to pop off this year.
People who say that Trevor Lawrence is overrated, it's
Dumb.
like, no.
He played in Urban Meyer's offense
Right.
last year.
Urban Meyer.
The Lions?
Urban Meyer.
Lions
the
are
guy
gonna-
that was at the club
Lions are gonna-
cheating on his wife while coaching a football team. Like,
The Lions are gonna go 6-11.
the Lions will be better than last year.
Well, they would go 8-9. There's 17 games. They're definitely gonna be better than last year.
Yeah.
I think the worst team in the league this year is the Falcons. The Falcons,
I don't know. Seahawks like. I mean,
I
you
think
have
No,
receivers, but-
I think it's the Bears.
the Bears are really bad too. Somebody, what's his name? Chuck took Darnell Mooney in like the 3rd round in
Yeah,
a
bro,
fantasy
like,
football league,
Nah.
and we went into work and he was like, "Y'all laughing at my Darnell Mooney pick?" Da da da. I'm like, "Yeah, we're
Yeah,
laughing
right,
at
of
it
course we
because you
are.
took him over like AJ Brown. He took him over Keenan Allen.
Yeah,
The
bro.
AFC is so nice this year.
Who?
AFC.
Oh yeah, I know.
They're stacked.
And
Yeah.
Richard's team's like fantasy or injury prone. They're gonna
Bro,
be.
we were talking about that on the podcast yesterday, and he was like trying to convince me that anybody can get injured at any time, and I'm like, yeah, but
CMC and Saquon have been hurt the past 3 years.
exactly.
Like Saquon's ACL was literally
Fucking with your phone. It says you're on.
sorry. Saquon's literally a piece of glass, and so is CMC.
Yeah,
You touch them, their ACLs are torn.
that's the way it is.
And I'm telling you right now, CMC will be hurt by week 3. Saquon will be hurt by week 5.
Yeah,
Richard he'll win those couple weeks because they are fantasy gods. Like CMC is when healthy, the best fantasy football player of like all time.
right.
Like the dude's insane because.
But after that, he's
But
screwed.
mind you, CMC is only a fantasy god because of his receiving touches. He gets 12, 13 receptions a game. Guess
Or
what?
Baker.
We're not in a PPR league.
Yeah.
CMC doesn't get that many yards. He just gets hella receptions for like 40 yards.
And with Baker,
Right.
I think he's gonna get a lot of dishes.
No, he is. Big. Him and DJ Moore are going to go dumb.
Right.
I have DJ Moore. DJ Moore is going to go stupid this year.
Yeah,
Is Robbie Anderson still over there?
Yeah.
people
I
say
feel Robert
people say he's not good anymore. Yeah, because they have a shit O line and they have a shit quarterback. Like
Now, Baker,
not big,
Nah, I know,
but like
but
Darnold and whoever else
Darnold,
was playing.
I don't really like Sam Darnold. I've never really.
I think he could have been okay, but I think being
Him
with
playing for the Jets
Jets
for so
yeah,
long, it fucked him up.
That's
If that really screwed him over.
Yeah.
I actually don't think the Seahawks are going to be that bad. I think still having Rashad Penny, Kenneth Walker, DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, Drew Lock isn't that bad. You got to remember last year, he's never had receivers. Last year, Cortland Sutton and Jerry Jeudy were hurt. So he had Tim Patrick as his number 1 receiver. And they had a good running game because they
Yeah.
had Javonte Williams.
Isn't Tim Patrick hurt?
Huh?
He's
Well,
hurt.
now he's hurt this year.
Yeah.
But
Drew
Drew Lock's on the
Yeah,
Seahawks.
he's on the Seahawks now.
And he has DK. He has Noah Fant. He has Tyler Lockett. He has Rashad Penny and Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. Kenneth Walker's a really good receiving back. He has weapons.
They still have a horrible line, and
Their O-line's not that bad.
Yes, it is. Did you see Russell Wilson running around for years, having to literally save his own life?
Their O-line will
Because
be fine. They don't have You know who has the worst O-line in the league?
who?
The Jaguars.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, they do. Their
Probably.
offensive line blows.
No, I'm kidding. We actually last year was the
Did
worst.
you guys sign somebody?
We signed Brandon Scherf.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good.
We have 2 Pro Bowls, and then AJ Cann's pretty good too. But
Ravens are going to go all the way.
no, they're not.
Everybody's
Bills are going all the way.
everybody's back, man.
The Bills have
Yeah.
Jamison Crowder, Gabriel Davis, Stephon Diggs, Dawson Knox, Devin Singletary, like Josh Allen, probably the best quarterback in the league. In my opinion, Josh Allen.
I doubt that, but
When it comes down to it, one drive, your life is on the line. There is not a single person that would take Josh Allen over Tom Brady.
No, but that's because Tom.
look at what he did last year when he had like a minute left, scored like 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, yeah, it was like
Tom
3.
Brady.
It was like 4 or 5 minutes, but yeah.
I draft Tom
But that's
Brady
still.
in my league.
I mean, I got Trey Lance this year, but for a standard league, Trey Lance is a really good quarterback to have because you get more points for rushing touchdowns than you do
Right.
for passing touchdowns. So like
Trey
Jalen
Lance-
Hurts,
Trey Lance is gonna be
Jalen
good,
Hurts,
yeah.
Trey Lance, Lamar Jackson, best quarterbacks you could probably get.
In
Yeah.
PPR though.
No, not non PPR.
And-
Tom Brady, hands down.
Tom Brady's the best PPR. No, Josh Allen's the best PPR. Josh Allen's the best fantasy
Bills
quarterback. Huh?
Bills defense, PPR.
Nah, I think the Saints defense is the best this year. Think about this, right? The Saints division. So they play each of these teams twice a year. The Saints own the Buccaneers. It's been proven they own the Buccaneers. Even with Tom Brady, they own them. They play the Panthers. The Panthers are going to be decent. But still, the Saints defense is disgusting.
Yeah.
And then they play the Falcons twice a year. The Bills have to play. I mean, the Bills also have a pretty easy. They have the Patriots who have a shitty
Jets.
offense. The Jets. And Bills and Dolphins.
Patriots are
Dolphins.
good.
The Patriots offense is absolutely buns.
I don't know about that. I think they.
Who's their number 1 wide receiver? Kendrick Bourne?
No, it's Devontae Parker.
Get the f- out of here. Devontae Parker is terrible.
You just piss off every Dolphin fan ever.
Yeah,
He's not on the Dolphins anymore. Now they got
But-
Tyreek Hill. They
Yeah,
replaced
they
him.
still go for the Dolphins. Like they love
he was hurt the past like 2 years. What are you
That's
talking
their
about?
guy.
Yeah.
That's their guy. That was their only guy. What, Matt Breida?
Nah, their only guy was Jarvis Landry.
Yeah.
Jarvis Landry was that guy.
Yeah.
If I said Jarvis Landry was shit, they'd be pissed.
Devontae Parker was there for a time.
He was,
Yeah, when he wasn't injured.
but he was never better than Jarvis Landry.
No.
Jarvis Landry on the
Yeah.
Dolphins was a god. That dude was like,
Just saying Devontae Parker was there, but that's fine. That's fine.
no, Devontae Parker's not a number 1 receiver. Never has been, never will be.
Yeah. He's like a solid like number 3.
Maybe number 2.
Maybe.
Decent number 2.
Depends what team
Y'all
you're
are
on.
shitting on Devontae right now. He is upset. He'll start swinging on you.
What has
Alright,
Devontae Parker done in the past 2 years for me to give him respect?
Let's go through a list of teams and tell me who he would be a number 2 or 1 option on.
Okay.
All right.
Jaguars, he's not even a number 2 option.
What the fuck he is?
No, he's not. Marvin Jones and
Hey,
Christian
Marvin
Kirk.
Jones?
Marvin Jones is. What are you talking about?
Bro.
He's like
He's
29.
gonna snap his. He's not gonna snap his tibia.
Devontae Parker's as old as
yeah.
Marvin Jones.
And Devontae Parker's been
sitting,
injured
bro.
more.
Like he's ready to go.
His ACL's been sent. His ACL ain't ready to go.
Okay. You know what? That's fine. We don't even gotta talk about this. I know Devontae's good.
Bro,
He's the number 1 maybe on the Ravens because the receiving core is
Right.
absolutely.
Don't
He w-
sleep on Bateman.
bro, we talk about the Seahawks.
Their number 2 is Devin Duvernay.
I like Devin Duvernay and Proche.
It's Prochet, but yeah.
Whatever.
But no, that receiving core is probably right in front of the Bears for worst in the league. Every analyst, anybody has their receiving core. It's them at 31, Bears at 32.
and that's fine.
Who, Ravens?
Yeah.
We're still gonna win.
Lamar's MVP year, we went what 14-2, 14-3,
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, but
and we had Willie Snead as our number 1.
they have Marquise Brown.
Okay, Marquise
Marquise
Brown.
Brown wasn't even
We
put
had
up.
Butterfingers Brown.
Yeah, he wasn't even putting up.
Yeah, I'm sorry. The Ravens aren't going all the way. No, hold on. I want to say why.
I'm talking about football the whole time. I'm gonna tell you why the defense is
Because the
No,
sa-
no. The
with-
Ravens
because-
have
because
the
we're not
Ravens
gonna
have
be
the best.
same Bills team that we held to 14 points in the playoffs 2 years ago.
Okay, let me get you something straight, right? So pretty sure that Bills team, that was what, Josh Allen's first playoff appearance, right?
No.
Second maybe. How many points did he put up against the Chiefs?
Bro, Lamar's only 25. Like he's only been like what?
Lamar's been to the playoffs what 3 or 4 times.
Because he carried his team the entire time since he got in the league, bro. He got. In the
I'm
league
not
after
saying
the-
I'm not saying Lamar doesn't carry. I mean, look what happened when he got hurt last year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, but also that was on our coaching as well. Like
No, the
they
Ravens.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. That was really dumb. What, they lost 2 games off of that?
They didn't want to tie. They wanted to win every game.
And they left T.J. Watt unblocked on a 2-point conversion.
Yeah, you can't leave the best defensive player in the league unblocked.
Yeah, it's not.
But listen, so I'm telling you right now, the Bills. It's gonna be the top 4 teams in the AFC, right? The Bills, the Ravens. Don't sleep on the Chiefs. The Chiefs are still up there. It's still Patrick Mahomes
But they're not better than the Chargers.
and the Chargers.
Yeah.
The Chargers and the Chiefs are gonna be a top. They're gonna be right next to each other.
They're both gonna get.
They're gonna play each other. They're gonna play each other in the playoffs most likely. The top 4 teams, like when it comes down to 4 teams left in the AFC, it's gonna be Chargers, Chiefs, Bills, Ravens.
One's gonna get a wild card no matter what.
Yeah. And
Like-
yeah.
I think the Chargers win that division. I mean, look at their defense.
Yeah.
Derwin James, J.C. Jackson, Khalil Mack, Joey
What about the
Bosa.
Raiders? Like y'all forgetting on the Raiders.
They're going
I
to
don't
be
think the
good,
Raiders are good.
But in that division,
Yeah.
somebody has to lose.
And same thing with the Broncos.
Yeah. Somebody has to
They
lose.
beat the Chiefs once last year.
No, the Raiders have the Chiefs' number.
Yeah.
But I still think the Chiefs have an easier schedule than the Raiders do.
We even need to actually schedule.
Yeah, the Ravens have a really easy schedule. The Ravens are probably gonna go. My prediction's like 13-4, 12-5.
Yeah.
I think
they
that's
will-
people have them going like 15-2. I'm like,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, not.
There's not one. There's- The AFC is too tough for like any
Yeah.
AFC team to go 15-2.
Owe and David Ojabo are best friends.
Yeah, no.
They've been
Yeah.
playing together. You
Well,
have those two
Ohabo
edge
is
rushers?
he's injured right now. He tore his Achilles, but
Ojabo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. In
yeah.
the combine.
yeah.
He tore his Achilles in the
When he comes
combine.
back-
Yeah.
When he comes back, though, there's 2 edge rushers, best friends. Oh my God, it's fucking over. It's over. And you got Kyle Hamilton playing safety. And then talk about the offensive line. What a fucking upgrade. You got Falele, 6'8", 350 pounds.
Linderbaum too.
That man's moving. And you got what? Ronnie Stanley back.
Yeah.
And then you got Linderbaum. And then you got Morgan Moses from the Jets.
J.K.
I have a question.
Dobbins is coming back.
I have a
Gus
question.
Edwards coming back.
Oh, I have a-
We're gonna sign Odell Beckham Jr.
Bro, we have
No, they're
this
not.
team. We have
Odell's probably gonna go to the Colts. That's the front runner.
Why would he go to the Colts? He knows he can't win there.
What are you talking about? The Colts are like one receiver away from being
And
a
you
really
just
good team.
listed the top 4 teams in the AFC, and they weren't there. They
The-
certainly wouldn't be there.
Because the
with-
Colts are a receiver. They only have one receiver. They get
OBJ's not gonna make them playoff.
Yeah, they're not. He's not gonna.
OBJ was a Super Bowl MVP until he got hurt.
Bro, because he caught the fucking
Yeah.
first touchdown.
Yeah.
I put money on him on a betting to catch the first touchdown, and I made bread.
He's gonna sign with either the Rams, Bills.
He's
or
not going.
Ravens.
No, the Rams don't want him
No, I bet on Cooper.
Why would the Rams not?
because they
want
signed Allen Robinson. They
him?
literally.
And Van Jefferson, their number 3, just got injured.
Then he's not gonna go back to the Rams. I'll call that. Cooper Kupp loves him. He loves being there, but I don't think he's gonna go back. I think because they let him walk, he's not gonna want to go back.
They didn't let him walk. He's injured. He's
No, they
exploring his
let him
options.
walk. They had a chance to like renew his contract and they didn't. They just let him walk into free agency and then
Chance
sign.
is still out there. He still is.
I think he
still got
goes to
kid.
the. There's a chance with the Ravens. I think he goes to the Colts, the Ravens, or the Patriots. The Patriots were front runners for him last year, before he signed with the Rams.
Ravens are still gonna be nice.
But
They have
he's-
their running backs back. Mike Davis is putting on in the fucking preseason game.
Yeah, no, so he was going dumb.
I think he's gonna stay on. He might be.
When with Ronnie Stanley, a lot of people hate my take on this, but I think the Ravens should have got rid of Ronnie Stanley and kept Orlando Brown.
I keep them fucking both. I could.
We should have kept Orlando Brown and said, no, fuck it, you're playing where we tell you you're gonna.
Well, then he would have sat out and not played.
I think we should move Orlando.
And then
move him to right guard.
we would.
No, he wanted to play left tackle.
And then he wouldn't get his
that's what I'm
money.
saying is, bro.
I'm saying he wasn't playing anywhere else but left tackle.
But I moved him to right guard. If he would have stayed, I would put him on right guard.
But he wasn't. He literally said, "If I'm not playing left tackle, I'm leaving." And they
That's
said,
fine because he can sit out, but we're not gonna pay him.
Right.
So he has he can
Then it
either
would've been
he can
Ronnie
either
Stanley,
sit,
Ben Powers, Linderbaum, or Orlando Brown, and then Falele.
which I didn't understand trading him to the Chiefs.
yeah, bro. When we traded him there, I was like,
And they
that's
got
a rival.
And they got jack shit back for him.
Right. They got like a second round pick or like.
They didn't get Sammy. They signed. Yeah, they signed Sammy Watkins. And Sammy Watkins is shit.
Yeah, bro. He's always injured. He's just like.
Sammy Watkins plays good for the first 2 games of the year, and then he's like,
The Ravens should sign Cole Beasley.
That is a good pick. I love Cole Beasley.
He is so good.
Dude, I used to go done with him in Madden like 17, and when he was on the Cowboys, I would go stupid with him.
His aggressive catch.
His slant route in Madden 17 was the most dirtiest thing I've ever seen in a Madden. Yeah. Him and then Des Bryant, dude, I would go stupid with the Cowboys. You know who's going to have a breakout year? Talking about the Cowboys. Zeke. I'm calling it.
A breakout year? Since his breakout year, his numbers have gone down every year.
No, he's coming. He's gonna be fine. I think Zeke's gonna do good this year. Listen, they already.
Is he on your fantasy team?
Huh?
I
I literally drafted him because I think he's gonna do well. I wasn't gonna draft him.
Yikes.
I was gonna draft Tony Pollard over him. Or I was gonna wait and then draft Tony Pollard. I was gonna draft the better third receiver than Tyler Lockett. Fucking hated getting Tyler Lockett because you took Allen Robinson.
Allen Robinson's gonna have a good year.
I know he is. That's why I wanted him. I miss him on the Jaguars. We had such a good team, man. What? Jaguars ain't even that bad. We just have 0 secondary. Our offense is pretty good, but we have 0 secondary on defense, and our pass rush isn't even that bad either. Like, we drafted Devin Lloyd, middle linebacker, dog. He's projected to either win Rookie of the Year or come in second. Defensive Rookie of the Year, come in second. Right behind, I think it's Sauce Gardner.
Yeah.
Probably Sauce. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sauce is a dog. He's really good.
Derek Stingley.
Derek Stingley's. I don't think Derek Stingley's gonna do that well this year. I think he's gonna take a year to adapt.
Yeah.
He's very like he's fast and he's like lanky, but I still think he's gonna get burnt. His man-to-man coverage. They drafted him for zone coverage, and the Texans have 0 secondary, so they're gonna be playing man-to-man.
Right.
And Derek Stingley's man-to-man's not that good.
Yeah.
And in college, he got beat on man-to-man all the time. But when they played zone, he's like a ball hawk when he's in zone. He tracked it. It's like Kyle Hamilton. Kyle Hamilton's a ball.
I think he's gonna do so well.
Kyle Hamilton looks at an offense very well. Like, if you watch him in college, he points out shit. Like, he points.
People say that he's like slow and stuff, but
he's not. He's not.
0.2 off the 40-yard dash.
And he can also play linebacker.
Right.
No, yeah, he's not like obviously as fast as some of the people that were in the draft. But he's not slow. He's just tall.
Yeah. Right.
He's tall.
He's just a bigger guy.
Yeah, he's just a bigger.
Right.
Which isn't bad. It's really good in a safety.
Fast for his size.
Chuck Clark, that's my guy.
You don't want a 6-foot safety that's fast. He's gonna get mossed every fucking time. Right. He's gonna get jumped over, pick the ball up, and then the ball tapped on his head, and they're gonna score a touchdown. Yeah. It's not what you want. Kyle Hamilton's like what, 6'6"?
He's
like,
huge.
He's like 6'4", 6'6", something like that. And he's fucking cute. The dude's a monster.
Right. He's not supposed to be a speedy guy.
Like he could stick DK.
Oh no, you know who Devin Lloyd? It was Aiden Hutchinson. Aiden Hutchinson's projected to win Defensive Rookie of the Year. That's who it was. I'm fucking forgetting. Who I'm pissed about because we took Trayvon Walker over him. I'm just like, why?
Yeah.
Like, dude, Aiden Hutchinson's literally like.
I think Kayvon Thibodeau on the New York Giants is gonna be big.
Yeah, dude, Aiden Hutchinson is like T.J. Watt if he was a right end. Yeah. He's that build.
Yeah.
Like he's going to be that guy.
He's huge.
Aiden Hutchinson's that fucking guy. I'm like, oh.
What were other questions for the podcast?
I don't know. What time is it?
Like 1:40.
1:50.
1:50. Yeah, we've been going for almost 2 hours now. These fly by, man.
Nah, they do. I don't really know.
I want to get Nate on here at some point.
Oh, dude, getting Nate on here would be geek.
Yeah.
That'd be geek as fuck. We could start freestyling.
I got like so many guests that I'm planning. Yeah, I got a list of people that I'm like talking to and like trying to play.
Yo, imagine getting like Uncle Brian on here.
He couldn't get up the steps.
Damn.
He wouldn't be able to make it. He'd be drunk as shit. Too.
Bro, there's been like so much Roadhouse talk since my past like 3 guests all work at Roadhouse. Yeah. So it's like
trying to strive away from it.
I don't like as long as like we're not like talking shit about like the restaurant or like.
We definitely called Al a bitch. Al, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but like if we're like friends with him, but I don't want people like talking shit.
Nah, I call Al a bitch all the time.
Yeah, it's whatever.
I still fuck with Al, but he's a bitch.
Yeah, like
There's like, we went to Hershey Park. You know, he's gonna know exactly, if he watches, he's gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. We go to Hershey Park, right? It's me, Richard, Al, Sophia, Layla, Nate, Austin, the kid Adam. Fucking hate Adam. I hope you see this. Nah, Adam. Nah, I'm kidding. Adam, he's cool sometimes, but fuck God, he's annoying as shit. He's one of those kids. He gets a tattoo and he starts pulling up his sleeve so you see his damn tattoo. Oh yeah, we know you got bee's knees, baby cow, quad.
honestly, bro.
The shankle's really good.
I'm not gonna lie. This is not. I don't mean this disrespectfully. I thought that was like pen, like you drew on yourself.
I would like to say that my tattoos have faded. My tattoo artist did not do the knees as well. But these are my only tattoos. I've never gotten professionally done. So my quad was the first one. That one stuck. It doesn't look like pen ink. That one did not hurt. The knee hurt. There's a lot of nerves in your knee.
Yeah.
It's fucking bone. So he's just carving on my, enamel
Right.
or whatever it's called. The calf did not hurt. The ankle was the worst one. Because that's just all shin bone. And digging into that thing, like, I was shaking. I was having a rough time fucking dealing with this. I was sweating. I was sweating. I was like, damn, this bitch hurts. But, I've always wanted to add to that. I mean, all my tattoos have, like a alliteration or, like, a meaning to them. So I have, like, bee's knees. Yeah. Calf on my calf, quad on my quad, and a shankle on my ankle.
Yeah.
So it all rhymes. And it's just going to be, like, a whole goofy section. And then here I want a Jimmy Buffett sleeve. All like tequila, parrots, margaritas and shit. Yeah. And I want to get like a casino, everything that like I fuck with a lot. I want a casino on that side, and I want a chicken on my pec, cause pec on my pec.
Right, yeah.
I mean, it makes so much sense.
That's good. No, it's good ideas. Yeah.
Yeah, I think free YB though. That's probably the shittiest tattoo I've ever heard of. I mean,
you're gonna regret that, bro.
You're gonna regret it.
Yeah.
Am I gonna regret?
I was talking about this last night, right? I was talking with like Richard Austin, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna get free YB on my leg, right? And then with my fucking luck, he's gonna come out as like a fucking rapist. And then all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cross out the free and it's gonna say fuck YB. And I was like, dude, I'm gonna be 80 years old and my grandkids are gonna be like, Grandpa, what does fuck YB mean?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be like, oh, kids, I got a story for you. Like, I want to finish the Hershey Park story. Not.
Yeah, we got off track.
So anyway, yeah, we all go to Hershey Park. There's like 11 of us.
Yeah.
It's going good. Day's going good. So we just get done. It's like half the time in. We stop, we get some food. And Al and Layla said they had to use the bathroom. Mind you, we're getting ready to go to the water park area because it's about to close. So we had to go to a bathroom anyways to change and shit, put our stuff in lockers. And we're like, dude, he's like, nah, we're just going to go to the bathroom real quick. We'll meet you guys. We're like, okay. We're at the bathroom. We're all in a Life 360.
Yeah.
We're at the bathroom for like 30 minutes. And so then we're like, where the fuck are Al and Layla? And I checked Life 360. I'm on the other side of the fucking park. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, I guess they're doing their own thing. So we go to the water park. We're coming back. Well, finally, we're like walking at the exit of the water park. And Al walks up and he goes, where the fuck were you guys? And I turned around. I was like, whoa. Like, who are you talking to? And so later on, I go, Al, I'm not going to lie. I was like this close to slapping you. And he goes, yeah, me too. And I was like, Al, I wish you would have slapped me. I wish. It would have gave me some entertainment for the damn day. But for having 11 people, the trip actually went really well. Like, I thought it was going to go like shit. Like, a lot of people were going to be like, nah, I want to do this. Nah, I was going to do this. The group was just going to get split in half. But for the most part, we all stayed together. Like, there's a couple times, like, on roller coasters, we all 11 of us couldn't get on the same ride. So we had to, like, split it up. Like, because some people, like, wanted the front. Like, I love the front of roller coasters. I hate, like, the back's my least favorite. I hate being in the back. Because you're the last one, like Fahrenheit. You're the last one to go over the damn hump. It's like... The last one to have the most fun, though. No, the first one's the most fun. You're like... Yeah,
the first one, yeah.
Or, like, Storm Runner. Storm Runner, the one you, like, just take off. Yeah. That one, like, dude, your face, just, like, your cheeks are just, like, fucking pulled out. It's like, damn. But it went, like, well. Would I do it again? I don't know. I don't like Hershey Park that much anymore just because I've been there so fucking much. I want to go to like King's Dominion or like King's Dominion. Yeah. Which one am I thinking of? Six Flags. No, there's another one. I don't know. Dominion. Some Dominion. Domestic Falls. I don't know. Neither do I.
I have no idea.
Colin, you should come to the beach with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love going to the beach with Dom.
You talking about Ocean City?
Yeah.
Oh, the story.
Yeah. So I
Like actually been to the beach like at Ocean City. I always go to New Jersey because my grandparents have a condo up
they have
there.
Ocean City, New Jersey.
You go to Ocean City, New Jersey?
No, but is that what we were talking about?
No, not Ocean City, New Jersey. It's like Seaside Heights.
Well, I've been to Wildwood. That one's fun, but it's a lot more kiddie-ish
You
because
know,
all the
like,
rides.
The Jersey Shore, the show.
Mhm.
We're like 20 minutes from.
That's where y'all go.
Yeah.
I started watching that. I couldn't get into it, but
I'm not into it, but like I know it's.
yeah.
That's like the only big thing.
But you gotta come to the beach with like forget your parents, just with random heads. It would be so funny. I go with Dom, and we always end up in some goofy shit. The last time we went, I think we went like a month ago or so, and we stayed with our friends, and they were like, yeah, they live down there, and they were like, oh, we got this party, like my coworker invited me to, so we go to this party, right, and we had our friend Damien with us. Damien came with us. Oh wait, you weren't there. No, it was me, Damien, and we were staying with people, and we Uber to this party, and we start walking around the side of the house to the back, where it's like a garage barn thing where everybody's at, and this girl runs up to us, okay, little white girl runs up, and her nose is bleeding. And her eyes are huge. She's on fucking cocaine.
Yeah.
And she's like, hey guys, it's my birthday. Come to the back. We're all having a good time. So I'm like, okay. First red flag has immediately popped up, right? And then me and David start walking, and you hear Miley Cyrus Party in the USA. Now I'm hesitant, right? I'm thinking, okay, this is like some childish shit that we're about to walk into. And so we start walking, and we took a second. We stopped, and we're like, do we want to do this? And we're like, yeah, fuck it, let's go. So we walk towards the garage, and it's like 11 bitches sitting in a circle. And crisscross applesauce is doing bumps after bumps. Cocaine. Nose is bleeding. Just freaking the fuck out on the floor. And there's dudes circled behind them sitting in chairs just drinking. I do not want to go there. Like, this is not something I want to be a part of. So we go out to the front, and I'm sitting there, and I'm talking to them. I'm like, guys, like, we got to get the fuck out. These people are doing TP circles, fucking bumps, everything. I was like, I say we just rob them, take their liquor, and we leave. Now, was I actually going to rob them? Probably not. You know, I make a lot of false accusations or false promises. But that was just what we were saying. I walked back there. They were getting weirder. It was a bunch of it was like an orgy or something. I don't know. So we leave. And the next day we're sitting on the beach. And the girl contacts the girl that invited us to the party. And she goes, who the fuck was that kid in the gray shirt? That was me. They had a Ring camera on the front of the house that recorded my entire conversation about how weird they were, like all the cocaine they were doing, that I was gonna rob them of their home.
Yeah.
So now all these people are thinking that I'm coming to rob them by myself. They were like, what did he steal? I never stole anything, but they thought that I stole all this shit from them. And they were like, never bring him back ever again. I was like, just tell him you don't know me and shit like that. But like, if you're gonna do cocaine, are you really worried about the liquor? You know, and cocaine is probably the horrible drug. Don't do that. The bitch looks cracked. Nose bleeding.
Right.
Running up, scary as shit, talking to me. Eyes puffy, like it was.
That's the first thing you see. I'm like, probably not.
Right, like we've talked about the whole drug thing, like what you would do and what you wouldn't do. Weed.
I have inherently no problem with people doing it.
Right, but you would, like compared to like liquor and cocaine and all that, that'd probably be your top.
I won't drink. Like I'm not a.
But your top escape would have to be like.
I would do.
Somebody came up to you. They said $100 million. You have to do like one type of like drug.
Yeah.
Would weed be like the first one?
Yeah, I'd do weed.
Yeah. Okay. That's what we're like. That's what he's like asking. You'd be like, so like weed's like above, like if you had to, weed's above like alcohol, coke, all that.
Yeah, it would be like weed or like ayahuasca or like.
Ayahuasca.
Psychedelic cactus.
Yeah.
Anyway, I want to tell him the story. The fucking blacked out bit on the sidewalk.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. So, the bitch that we were talking about earlier, him and his fucking girlfriend, they left us. They didn't invite us to a party. So it's just me, him, and his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're all drunk. Like we've been drinking all fucking. We're in Ocean City. We've been drinking all day.
Yeah.
And so we go to get cookie dough, like right across the street from our hotel. So we're getting the cookie dough. He's driving. And we're pulling around like the. No, like he's not like fucked up. He's just like buzzed, whatever. And so we pull on like because he had to park on the side street because like we weren't supposed to be staying in that hotel because it was only paid for 3 people. We were staying there like there was like 5 or 6 of us. And so we pull into the side lot so he can park. and there's this girl and her friend on the sidewalk. Well, the bitch is like halfway in the street, like unconscious as fuck.
Damn.
And Andy goes, Dom, get out and help him. I'm like, all right, Tay, hold my cookie dough.
Well,
Well, listen, hey, I was spitting game, walking her friend back. She actually went to school in Towson. I forgot where she said, but she actually went to school in Towson. It was like 2 minutes away. It was like 5 minutes away from Concordia and Lock Raven.
Wow.
I was like, wow, that's cool. Like, and so, anyways, so I get out, and I'm like, what the fuck happened? She's like, we went to this bar. We knew this, like, the bartender there. He gave her a little too many shots. She took too many shots, whatever. I was like, okay. I was like, where are you guys staying? We were on 81st Street. They were on 83rd. And so Andy Taylor gets out. She comes, and she looks over at me and she goes, Dom, I don't think we should get involved. And she just like goes on her phone, and I'm like, Tay, the bitch is unconscious.
Right, she's sitting right there.
No, she's
like cops gonna call her. Like she was sitting on the sidewalk.
no, so like her head's on the sidewalk and her body's in like the little side street. So I'm like, all right, let's get her on the sidewalk first of all, so her car doesn't pull in and like fucking run her legs over.
Yeah.
So I pick her legs up to put her on the sidewalk. She like smacks me. I'm like, all right, bitch. First of all, I'm helping you out here. Don't slap me. Come on now.
Yeah.
And so finally, Andy parks the car. He comes over, and he's like, all right. So we're like, he goes, all right, let's carry her back. He's like, obviously we couldn't go on like the main like coastal highway, so we had to go around the back. It's 2 streets down, so it wasn't that far. And so the whole time, this bitch is like waddling. She's about to fall forward. There's like I think there was like one moment you were like holding her and she was like about to fall forward, like face first onto the fucking concrete. I was like, dude, that would have been so bad if she just. But I was like, holy, like how fucked up do you have to be? She was like, Colin, when I tell you she was unconscious, like her friend slapped her in her face and she just like stood still. Her head didn't even budge. That bitch was gone. I've seen people black out all the time. I've never seen him black out actually, but I've seen hella people. That was the worst I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Goes back to what I was talking about. What if you ever did? Be careful around who you smoke with.
Oh, I already know.
Like with acid, you know what I mean? They say be around people you can trust.
Yeah.
Cause like some shit, like even the littlest thing could like make your journey go from this to this.
Yeah.
And my first time smoking was 420. Yeah, I celebrated the holiday, first time ever smoking. And I'm in the middle of these woods with my 3 friends. We're drinking, and then he pulls out this glass blunt and packs it. I smoke it, and I remember my eyes go black, and I felt like I was asleep for an hour, but it was only like 20 minutes. And then my other friend walked up and sitting in the middle of the woods, and the kid who had all the weed, he was like the professional, you know, he'd been doing this shit for a while. He was like, I'll pack the next pack if somebody licks Michael's ass. And Mike pulls his ass out, and it's just all hair. And I'm like, I'm not looking at ass. Everybody's looking at each other like, who's looking at ass? It's not us, right? And I'm like, nobody's licking Michael's ass. And he puts his ass away. He goes, all right. Pulls a knife out because he had the knife to pack it. He goes, I'll pack the next pack if somebody licks my dick. And then continues to pull his flaccid cock out. So it's 3 of us sitting there, crisscross applesauce. And there's one kid standing up with his dick just in our face and a knife in his hand.
Nah.
And he's
Personally, I'm not going for that.
Well, I'm sitting here, high shit, first time ever. I don't know what's happening. Like I'm out of it, so I'm looking around. I'm like, yo, who's gonna lick the dick? Like, who gonna lick the dick? Like, it's one of us. So it's like imagine us 3 sitting here, and some dude right there, and he's just like, lick my dick, or we're not leaving. You know what I mean? Right. So I'm sitting here like, fuck, like, because my first time getting high. I guess I'm part of the hazing, so I guess I'll do it.
No.
So,
please don't.
Listen.
Please don't tell me.
So I crawl over on my knees. I'm already on my knees. You know, it doesn't matter. And I'm face to face with this.
Dom, you've never heard this story.
Nah, I don't tell a lot of people this story. So I'm face to face with this dick, right? Just sitting there looking at me. I'm staring in the eyes. It's like those fucking Arabian serpent trainers where, like, you know, with the snakes and shit, they're face to face trying to get him. I'm like, ooh, what's this one gonna do? You know what I mean? I'm eyeing it down, and I'm like, all right. I got you, boys. Look behind me. I was like, I got you, boys. And I go in. I grab this rogue stick that's been sitting in the middle of the woods. And I go, whoosh, smack his dick. Like, oh, what the fuck's wrong with you? Knife in hand. I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to get stabbed. You know, like, he's like, oh, what the fuck is wrong with you? He's grabbing his dick. And I'm like, I'm not doing this. I stood up for myself. I was like, we're not licking your cock. All right, we're not doing this shit today. And he goes, all right. And he packs the next bowl. And, you know, we move on and we get there.
Yeah, that guy was looking for something.
Yeah, he was looking at that. And like, I'm thinking, No, but I think like deep down, like there might be like a little thing going on.
Yeah, like you don't ask for that. Yeah, nah.
Right.
Right.
Right,
That's
right.
a little weird. You might ask him like do something.
And I feel like that's like how roofies work when you're taking advantage of somebody. You know, this is my first time ever
Yeah.
being high. I'm
Right.
so far out of it. I have no idea what's going on, and I got a cock in my face. Like I'm thinking, like, oh, if is this drug make you gay or some shit? Like, you know, I don't want to lick the cock, but you know. So, we packed up our stuff and we started walking back because there's like woods attached to my old neighborhood, and we're traveling back. We all have bikes and shit. You know, nobody was driving.
Yeah.
And we're I could tell that this kid Mike who pulled his ass out earlier, it was too high. He was like freaking out and shit. He's like, all right. He goes, I'm gonna walk home. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're in like 2 hours or something. Like, all right. Never. I didn't hear from him for 2 days. I don't know what happened to Mike. Mike was gone for a little bit. He went MIA. I don't know what happened. But then it was just the three of us, me, the guy with the dick, and my other friend. My other friend, Kevin, he falls over on his bike because a car cut us off.
Yeah.
And we're like, shit, get out the way. And we're all like off our ass, drunk, high. I mean, the first time I was crossed because I was drinking rum. So Kevin's on the side of his bike, laying in the grass, but still pedaling, thinking he's moving. Like, that's how fucked up he was.
Yeah.
We finally get back to my house, and I'm in my room on my toilet. This is when Fortnite just came out, like, became popular. On my toilet, not even clothes still on, just watching Fortnite videos, just sitting there like, oh my God, like, what's going on? They're in my room. Honestly, he could be sucking his dick. Because at that point, you know, I don't know. You never know.
Yeah.
And I hear the garage door open. So somebody has come home. Parents are really against drugs and all that. So I'm like, oh, shit. Let me just stay in the bathroom. They'll never catch me. They might be thinking I got, like, some bowel issues. That's all. So I'm sitting in the toilet. I come out, and everybody's gone. It's just my dad. And I'm like, hello? And he's like, hey, bud, you know, your mom and your sister are out today, so it's you and me for dinner. Throws me the keys and goes, you're driving. I was on my permit. First time I ever got crossed or smoked or drank, I had to drive.
Damn.
It's like I could either confess to my father right now or put our life in danger. Selfish act. I put our life in danger, but I got there. I'm a good driver.
You're here.
Yeah, I'm here. So, you know, it shows that I made it, but
Why don't you just tell him, like, I don't really want to drive?
not an option. He knows I love to drive. Like, he'd have been like, what's up? You know what I mean? And I come to find out that when my dad came home, they were in my pantry, which is right next to my garage door. And they were sitting in there, lights off, like, why is it so dark in here? Doors closed, high as shit. And my pantry's only like a little corner. They're just like, what should we get? Like, where are all the snacks? They're grabbing, like, you know those fucking snack packs of chips, like 30 bags of chips? They grabbed the entire thing. And they were like, whispering. And my dad opened the pantry and was like, what are you guys doing in here? They were like, we're just grabbing some snacks. Grabbed the entire bag of the snack pack chips and just ran.
Damn.
And ran. And my dad never questioned, never thought anything of it. It robbed my fucking pantry. And then I had to drive to go get us dinner. I had no idea what had happened at the time. So I'm glad that I didn't say, oh, I don't want to drive. He definitely would have been suspicious at that point.
Was he in the car with you?
Yeah, I had my permit. So it was me and him.
Yeah.
Silent car ride. Went to go get dinner. Pick it up. I think like Chinese food, you know. Slaps. It wasn't a far drive. But it just goes to show you, back to what I was saying, is be careful around who you're with.
Yeah.
First time I ever smoked, dick in my face, knife to my neck.
Yeah.
I mean, first time Dom smoked, he threw up.
Yeah.
Yeah, a projectile. Just sitting there, everybody's talking. He goes, and just splashers on everybody. It was bad. And I took him to the bathroom like a good little father would, and I cleaned him up. And I said, all right,
Yeah.
buddy, sit down. You're okay. But yeah, I just be worried. You gotta look out. So.
Is there anything else you guys want to say before we wrap this up? Is there anything you wanna plug or
Plug.
anything to?
Oh, we'll be back.
Oh, yeah. We'll be back.
No, this was great.
The best guest he's had on this podcast by far. Fuck Richard and Austin.
No, I really enjoyed.
Nah,
having you
I
guys
fuck with
on,
Austin.
so.
I don't fuck you,
Yeah.
Richard.
No, so Dom told me that originally you were like, nah, I don't think Colin will say yes.
Yeah, remember we were talking,
Yeah.
and you're like,
And
nah, there's no way Colin
Dom
wants
asked
you
me
and
at
me
work-
on this
Dom asked
podcast.
me at work, and I was immediately like,
Fuck yeah.
hell yeah, like let's do it. Like that would be great.
Yeah, but I want to get like hella like I'll personally buy you another microphone because I think there's like such a sick setup. I always thought about doing a podcast
Yeah.
and shit, but you've already got it made. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But I
I've
think
got
like,
I've got 2 other microphones. I just need to get a new mixer because my other one broke. So
I think if we had like a whole session of just goofballs.
Yeah.
4 mics and you pass some around.
Yeah.
That'd be
yeah.
goofy.
That would be goofy.
Like you, me, Austin,
Yeah,
Nate.
Yeah.
Just get a bunch of the boys.
Or like you, me, Austin, Asher.
Yeah, you can make it like a routine.
Yeah.
Like once.
That can be like a daily thing.
Nah, not bad.
Yeah,
No,
that'll
I'm
be
saying
a
no,
little too much, a little
no,
too
like
much.
weekly, like
Oh, yeah,
like
blue moons or is it?
Yeah.
You know what I
Right.
mean? It's like the Alex. Well, I can't think of his last name. He goes on Joe Rogan.
Jones.
Alex Jones. He comes
Yeah.
on like occasionally. It's always like the best episode.
Yeah.
but
All right.
No.
Anything you guys want to say?
yeah, we'll be back. Thanks for having us,
yeah,
man.
Thanks for coming on. It was great.
Anytime.
All right. See you guys.
Oh, yeah.